Good morning. Good morning. Hey, it's Thursday. It's Friday Junior. That's what Snapchat usually tells me. I'm excited for today. We're going to have an awesome time talking about photography. Me and you, we love to talk about video, photography, production. It's a lot of fun for us.
And I saw some of these pictures. The guy, actually, I found him on Twitter. He posted an article from the Houston Chronicle and said, hey, guess what? It got 1 million impressions already in like hours after it was posted. There was a bunch of abandoned buildings in Houston. So there was even a hospital that was flooded during Harvey that's been abandoned. And he went in there and with his camera and shot some pictures.
We need to see if he wants to go to Galveston with us. There's a ton of like beautiful places, abandoned buildings, and I don't know, like history there. We are living in a very, very cool place. Galveston County has a little bit of everything. That's why I love living here.
Isn't there an abandoned ship, like just off
a ship?
Yeah, like
Curt,
like a sunken ship.
If there's a sunken ship, then we need to go out there and get the treasure. Because what are we doing right here? We need to
get the treasure.
Yeah, in the show, everybody knows that ships that have been sunk usually are filled with gold, like rubies, diamonds. Like what else would be on a?
Are you Captain Jack Black?
I'm Captain Gardy Garcia.
There you go.
I'm the captain of this KHEA radio ship, and I'm trying to lead it to some positivity today. So if you want to jump on, let's go. I got my parrot with me. Squawk.
Squawk?
You remind me of, every time I think of a parrot, I think of the movie Aladdin, which they're remaking, right?
Right.
But, you know, I think of the little parrot, and he's like, hey, Jafar. And he, like, comes over, and Jafar just, like, slaps him across the face. Does that make me Jafar? You know, Pastor Josh was preaching last night, and it was about David and Goliath, and he's like, nobody ever sees themselves as Goliath in the story, but like Aladdin, am I just realizing I see myself as Jafar? Like I
can see it now. Like I'm looking at you, and I'm seeing like the long, pointed, like shoulders. I don't know why he had pointed shoulders.
Those are like shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
You know, bad guys just have that. I look at the movie Ninja Turtles and the cartoon Ninja Turtles, like, and they have the shoulder things, and he has the spikes on him. It's just something bad guys have. Does that make me bad? Curt.
Why is your shoulder spiked right now?
Gosh. No, there's like it's just a little cushion from my jacket because it's kind of rainy outside. My sister got me this jacket for Christmas.
Jafar.
From the Disney store? This from the Jafar collection. Hey, what are you up to today? Let us know what you got going on. Feel free to share this video out. We are excited to start today in the best possible way, and we thank you for joining us. And we don't take it for granted that you take this time to hang out with us.
What do you have going on this weekend? That was the question posted in the post. We want to know. There's a lot happening. We got Sloppy Nicks is going to be hosting a get-together through the Bay Area Houston Food Lovers group from 12 to 3. We're going to be there. Come say hi to us. But what else is going on? Plenty to do. Plenty to do.
Looks like there's a lot. Thomas said he's training for MS 150, doing a 54-mile ride. 54 miles.
Like bicycle?
If I'm doing 54 miles in my car, I'm going to get tired. My foot's going to get tired from pushing the gas. I'm going to be like, we need to stop. I need to get an energy drink. I'm exhausted. I can't even imagine doing 54 miles on a bike. So props to you, Thomas.
Shout out to Thomas. Good job.
So this weekend, there is a lot of stuff going on. Like, I think we're going to be out at Sloppy Nicks, Cupcake Cache, Bay Area Houston Food Lovers. We love Jennifer Fuller and the Bay Area Houston Food Lovers. If you're not part of that group, go join it. There's going to be an event at Sloppy Nicks from 12 to 3. We're going to be out there hanging out, having some delicious food. Are you already planning what you're going to eat?
Sloppy pig.
Okay.
All day. We talked about it yesterday. They were our guests during the 10 o'clock hour on our show. Yeah. Go back and rewatch that video so that you can find out what is Sloppy Nicks. It's located in Leak City. I think isn't it 5800 Marina Drive? Not 5800, 2800.
2800 Marina Bay Drive. Yeah, right next to Cupcake.
Pretty good for memory, though.
It's okay. It's good for you for memory.
Oh, man.
It's good for you, but 2800 Marina Bay Drive. Go check out Sloppy Nicks. We had Giorgio in. That was a lot of fun. I like learning about just things in general, right? Whenever we have guests in, we usually are finding out new information. But Giorgio and his wife, Antonella, they're not from here. So it's a bunch of culture that we're able to learn and just to find out his story. Like, when did you come to the States, you know, and why stay? And it's really, really cool.
I saw here, too, as well, Lori said Lamarck Library is doing their Spring Read Festival. It's Harry Potter themed. We are so excited. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Anthony Tupper, shout out to Tupper Martial Arts in Pearland. They also have a spot in Lake City. They're one of our partners here at KHEA Radio. If you're looking for some training, check out Tupper Martial Arts. He said, hey, Bucky's Coffee can pep you up on those 54 miles. That's true. I would have to stop at Bucky's. But if I'm stopping at Bucky's, I'm not just getting coffee.
You're also getting the pork rinds.
I'm getting pork rinds, and I'm probably getting some gummy worms.
Maybe some popcorn.
Or some gummy candy. Dude, I love popcorn. You know I love popcorn.
Is there one every 54 miles, though? I think there's one in Texas City. Where's the next one? Alvin?
There's if it matters which way you're going. There's a ton.
Right, yeah.
Last stop Bucky's is Texas City. If you're going south to Galveston, like that's it. Unless you jumped on the ferry and then you started heading out.
Back the other way.
The other way. You'll hit one on I-10, I'm sure, heading west.
Robert says road trip.
Robert's going to California, I think.
We're going on a road trip tomorrow.
Are we going to California?
We're not going to Oh, man, can you imagine if we took KHEA Radio on the road?
Kurt, I don't know if we would survive. That would be must-see TV. We've talked about this before because we go a lot of places. Putting, like, a camera in the car and just having us go drive and you'll listen to our conversations. I don't know if I'd want anybody to witness like a crime. Like if I'm like, Kurt, stop, and you're like, Gardy, no, and then we're like choking each other like Bart Simpson and his dad style. That's what I'm thinking. And then we're like, oh, we're live, like on the air right now. We have internet.
Is it bad that I thought of The Simpsons as well with Bart?
No.
When you said that, is that bad that we were on the same page?
Just like, no, Kurt, stop, and you're Gardy, stop.
You know, though, we couldn't do it though because The Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
The Simpsons did everything first, right? Then we could definitely do it because we know it works.
They've already done a Kickstart show.
We got 40 seconds. We're going to go on the FM first. They want to know, Kurt, what are you eating for breakfast? This is
Lucky Charms.
This is what powers Kurt every morning. Usually he eats this before the show starts, and I'm like, Kurt, I know that I'm not necessarily the healthiest, but I try. I feel like if you're eating this, have you given up?
No, it's good. It's cereal for breakfast.
It's not
tricks are for kids, Gardy. Tricks are for kids.
Tricks are for kids. I don't know if that counts as cereal. It's technically cereal, but if you look at the back and it's just like, I don't know. Here we go. Let's do this. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
It is 8:42 Thursday morning. I'm so excited that we're getting the day started. It's going to be an awesome day. I believe it, Kurt. We got a ton of stuff going on this weekend. We got a ton of stuff going on today. And for the rest of the month, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, coming up today, we're going to be talking about gardening with the Providence Garden and the Giving Tree. Plus, we're talking about photography. There's a gentleman who we've connected with who was featured in the Houston Chronicles for taking photographs of abandoned buildings in Houston. I think there was a hospital. It was kind of cool to see.
It sounds like it might be a little eerie.
Ooh.
Not okay. I thought you were doing like a Casper thing, like ooh, I'm Casper the ghost.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared, but I'm excited to learn. You know what inspired that, and how do you get good photography done? You know, to get featured in the Houston Chronicle, and I think it had like a ton of views.
Yeah, he said that. Well, going by what he posted on Twitter, he said, it's only been a couple of hours and they already messaged me and told me that I have 1 million impressions, which is the Houston Chronicles, so they get a lot of good hits already. But then it was picked up by, I think, the Austin News, the Star in Austin picked it up.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of people who are talking about his photographs of abandoned places, and we got some abandoned places around here. Maybe he's gonna do our show.
You know,
I'm gonna duck out.
KHEA's picking this up now. Who knows what's possible, right? Chronicles first, I understand. You know, the Chronicle, and now we're going to be talking about it. So we have a question. This is from Joyce. Good morning, Joyce. Thank you for joining us on this Facebook live stream. She asked, how can I contact you? So if somebody's looking to get a hold of us, there's a couple ways. You can message us on our Facebook page. If you're not following us on Facebook yet, make sure you go do that. Search KHEA Radio, hit the like button, then send us a message. Let us know, what do you have going on? We want to talk to you, see what is going on in the world. Also, you can send us a text at 346-704-1806. That's our phone number. It rings my phone. It rings Kurt's phone. We have people that call us during the show and we're like, hey, we can't talk right now, because we're on the air. But you can also text it 346-704-1806, or you can also email us What's our email, Kurt?
Our email address is KHEA@KHEAradio.com.
So let us know, what do you have going on? If you're doing something positive, if you have a business and you want to be able to talk about it, share what's going on, we want to talk to you. Reach out to us. Let us know. We would love to have you as a guest on our show, and we would love to connect with you. We have a lot of fun. We meet a lot of people, and it's great.
It's hard sometimes to keep track of people. Like, oh, hey,
I
met you how? And they're like, yesterday.
Okay, here's what happened the other day. So we were filming for our Talk of Taco segment, and if you're not following Talk of Taco, just search Talk of Taco. That's all on.
Are you
on
gonna tell
anywhere.
this story?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it's with White Glove Realty. There is a real estate broker that we had in studio the other day. Her name's Jessica, and she's awesome. We had a great time learning from her. Kurt called her. We were in the car, and you gave her a call. She didn't answer because she's busy, right?
Right.
You left a message.
I said, hey, call me when you get a chance.
So what did she do?
She called me.
And what did you do? You answered the phone
And
later.
she's like, this is Jessica. And I'm like,
You're like, who is
Jessica who?
That's why you should save numbers.
I know,
Yeah.
Yes.
So she called, and you're looking for a house, right? You're in the market.
I am. I do. I looked at a house, and I felt so bad because yesterday, the house that I wanted is already off the market.
It happens, man.
I know, but it was sad because I'm like, that's the house. That's the one. But
Apparently it was
gives
not
me
the one.
a chance to get, I guess, my things in order before I go and buy the house again. Before I find the house that I want.
The thing, if it's sold, then that was not the one for you. You have to have your stuff kind of in order and then look, and you can do it, in whatever order you want. But whenever it comes to the housing game and the real estate game, it's a cruel world out there, Kurt. You got to be on your toes. But that would have been a nice one. But there's a ton of other houses that are for sale, for lease, that are for rent. There's all kinds of stuff out there. So
it'll come. It will come when it needs to come. It'll come at the right time. But it's really exciting that there are houses in my price range that I want.
$1 million.
But yeah, I didn't recognize it was Jessica, and so now it's saved in my phone as Jessica. I forgot the A when I was saving it, so now I'm gonna leave it because it's Jessica.
Jessica. That's what I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
Hopefully you find a house. Your real estate journey will be a fun one, right? What are you expecting?
I'm expecting a lot of heartache. Just like I had last night. I was crying. Cried
Over the
myself to
house?
sleep.
Over the
yeah.
house?
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's like, that was the house.
You were already picturing yourself, like, in that house, and I could see the thought bubble in your head, like, boom, 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 boom,
Me and
You're
my
like,
couch and my TV, and that's it, right?
yeah, just, like, skipping through the house, like, holding your cat's hand, swinging in circles, and then it's like a slow motion. It's like a movie, but it's in Kurt's head.
Yes.
He's the main character. You're the star. So, you think you'll find a house? I bet you find another one today.
Ooh, that could happen. If you are a realtor and you want to work with KHEA Radio and Kurt Casper, give us a call at 346-704-1806.
Why are you whispering?
346-704-1806.
I can't hear you I need to turn your mic up. It's 8:48. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. Tomorrow we have an interesting day as well. This is going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if we're going to be able to control you. Are you concerned about your self-control, willpower, and if you're going to be able to hold the mic and participate in the show?
The only thing that's going to prevent me from not being in control is the fact that they're not open until 11 o'clock.
But they're going to open up, so we're there.
Yes. We're going to be live at Cool Cow Creamery in KHEA doing our entire morning show. So we decided we're going to try every Friday. If we don't have already planned that week a mobile to be live on location in a different spot all over Galveston County, all over Houston, all over the United States. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to be at Cool Cow Creamery tomorrow. We're going to do our morning show from there. I'm concerned for Kurt's well-being because whenever it comes to self-control and ice cream or self-control and cheese or just self-control in general, sometimes it's not the easiest thing. Sometimes it can be hard. Like we've had ice cream in studio before, and you kind of went off the deep end. I'm like, Kurt, and you're just like, didn't say one word.
Right.
And it kind of made me upset because I'm like, Kurt, you have a job, and I really need some help. And you weren't doing any of that. You weren't helping. You weren't doing your job at all. So I'm a little worried because we're going to be out of our element. But I'm hoping we establish the routine early and we just flow.
So you establish the routine and I continue to eat the routine through Cool Cow Creamery.
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. That's what I'm afraid of. But we're gonna find out again tomorrow. We're gonna be at Cool Cow. They usually open up at 11. We're gonna be there early. They're gonna unlock the door, let us in, and I'm hoping to keep Curt away from all the ice cream scoops so that way we can have a show. But we'll see what happens. You never know. It's gonna be some chaos, some controlled chaos.
Some controlled chaos. I do love when we go on location. I think it's cool. I don't see any other radio station doing this.
A lot of radio stations do this, Curt.
But do their entire morning show live on location?
Yeah, but they don't do it on Facebook.
That's true.
And they don't do it on Facebook live stream the whole way. And that is what helps us stand apart for the most part. And the other thing is we focus more on local business. We focus more on our community. And we have our Galveston County, Brazoria County, and Harris County areas that we love connecting with. But traditionally, whenever people go on location, and I say people like radio stations and news stations, they got a van. They got a van full of equipment, drive down there, set it up. They have a ton of stuff going on, right? But for us, it's a little different because we can travel with a backpack. We figured out a way to make it happen with the backpack, and I put it on Curt's back, and I'm like, come on, let's go. And he carries it, so it's a good deal for me.
Imagine this radio station if there wasn't a strong back to carry it on. I'm the backbone of KHEA. It sounds like kind of like my wrestling program, like my promo.
Mm-hmm.
I am the backbone.
Again, sometimes you put me in these situations and I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Like, what am I supposed to do with that, Curt?
You're supposed to say, yeah, that would be a great promo.
Oh, it would. That's a terrible promo.
Oh, dang.
I've seen some great promos. There was a great Reality of Wrestling promo that came out for Will All Day.
Oh, I saw that.
It was good.
We posted it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, yesterday it came out. So Reality of Wrestling, I think they're actually having an event this Saturday as well.
Yeah, Saturday night, I think they're having wrestling.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to go check it out, make sure you go to realityofwrestling.com. They're one of our partners here at KHEA Radio. Shout out to Booker T, all of the talent that is there. Some of it's homegrown, local guys. Some of it is people that they bring in from all over the world.
And coming up next week, they're actually doing a kids camp. So you can come and drop the kids off during the day while they're on spring break. And they can work with some of the best wrestlers in the business.
Yeah.
Booker T, Will All Day. Maybe Rex will show up.
JJ Blake. Gino.
I said the best in the business.
You're a hater, man.
Not JJ.
Curt, how did you get that hate deep in your heart? And who hurt you and how can we get it out?
JJ Blake hurt me because he didn't give me a high five that one time.
Oh, that is true.
See?
But Will All Day's mom hurt you whenever you were booing Will before you knew him. But you still will cheer on Will. Will All Day's mom hit Curt on the back of the head with the sign that she made. And you learned to forgive and forget that point. But why? Yeah. When will you learn to forgive JJ Blake?
Never forgive JJ Blake.
Yeah.
I want a shirt that says that. Never forgive JJ Blake.
Dude, we got to get that hate out of your heart.
Get the hate.
Yeah, so that's on Saturday. They also have that Reality of Wrestling kids camp. I believe it's like 8 to 15 years old. If you have some kids who are interested in training wrestling, bouncing in the ropes, having some fun, that's going to be next week. Again, go to realityofwrestling.com to find out more information. There's also a Premier Martial Arts camp that they're having all week during spring break at the League City campus if you want to have your kids dropped off so they can have some fun. Not just stuck at home, not just like watching the iPad, watching TV on YouTube. They can actually go out, be active, and have a lot of fun.
But wait until our morning show is done before they get off the iPad. We love any viewers. Whether they're sitting, if they're 2 years old watching on the iPad, whether they're 18, we want the viewership.
My daughter's 2 years old, and she won't watch our show on the iPad. Is that bad?
What?
Yeah, she's like, nope. She's like, I want Elsa Anna. And we're like, what? But Daddy's right here. No, I want Elsa Anna. Okay, Elsa Anna,
what if
Moana.
Next week we dressed up like Elsa. Would she then tune in then?
Maybe.
If we did a cartoon show.
Kids YouTube is a weird place. Kids YouTube, they have, adults that dress up like the characters and like unbox. If we unbox toys, that may be what's holding KHEA Radio's
what if we
Facebook
did that next
back.
Week?
If we did a toy unboxing during spring break, our numbers would like skyrocket. And our YouTube channel would grow from like 100 subscribers to like 100 million on YouTube.
Let's do it.
Let us know, what are your thoughts if we unbox toys next week during spring break? We got some of our birthday joy program toys. We're gonna get these.
Get these to the actual birthday.
We're gonna be
joy.
like, and today we're unboxing PJ Masks basketball hoop. This can actually go to the door. Come on, kids. If you're watching on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, you're not sure what I'm talking about, but we have some toys here in studio. Feel free to go check us out on Facebook. Search KHEA Radio. Smash the thumbs up button. You'll be able to see everything that goes on behind the scenes.
We lost viewers as we were talking about.
Well, it's not spring break yet.
Oh, okay.
Man.
All the adults, all the 25 to 55-year-olds that follow KHEA are like,
Yeah, we needed to work out something with the daycares where they can be like, hey, just pump in from these, 2.5 hours, pump in our stream. The kids are going to love it. I guarantee it.
Ooh. Hey, Angie, that sounds like a great idea. Can she come next week? Angie said I could have Layla totally dress up like Moana. That would be hilarious.
She'd be a great Moana. And I feel like Angie, at their house, they probably have a pig and a rooster. And they are characters in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So if they bring the pig and the rooster and she comes like Moana, that'd be awesome. Or Angie just comes like Moana.
Oh, Angie could come like Moana,
or
too.
Moana's mom. She's a major character in the movie. Looks just like Moana.
Done. Hey, Angie, make that happen next week. Pick a day. Let's go.
Yeah.
You can come on our show.
We got a couple minutes left before 9 o'clock. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. Somebody hit the thumbs up. Someone hit a heart react. Let us know. What do you got going on? Do you have plans for spring break? There's some people that have said they're traveling. They're going out of town. I'm wondering if like, a lot of people are going to be doing beach days. We haven't had that many, like, super sunny days.
Somebody said this is the worst winter in Texas in a while just because of the lack of sun.
Last year was very cold. This year, just not sunny. I mean, it's not that cold. I mean, it's been chilly, but it's not like it's like 30 degrees. That's the worst.
Yeah, but they said, like, yeah, just in terms, I don't remember last winter how much the sun was out.
I don't remember
But
either.
I remember the snow happened twice.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Twice in Texas. I wonder, somebody said, remember usually when there's a hurricane, there's like snow that follows. So I wonder what like happened last summer that's making it that it's not so sunny this year.
Where'd you hear that? Is that something you read on Facebook, a Facebook meme or something? When there's a hurricane, snow follows.
Yeah, no, they said,
I don't know.
I think at one point they said like,
Who's they?
I don't remember who.
So you're...
But I remember they said like usually in Texas when there's a hurricane that it
Was it like
Hey?
Was it Hey from Moana who said this? I just want to know the source. I've never heard that. I've lived here for a long time, but yeah, let us know if you've heard that. It could be true. I'm not sure, but right now it's 8:58. It's KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're gonna take a quick break on the FM. We're gonna keep it going on social media. Let us know what do you got going on today. We're excited. It's Thursday. It's KHEA Radio 99.5.
Life Christian.
So was that Hey? Was that Hey that said that about the weather? I feel like Hey knows what's going on. I'm a big Hey fan. Curt, you know who Hey right is, right? No?
No idea. Hey,
Hey.
our 9 o'clock guest is here, so I need to go
Awesome.
let him in.
Go get him.
We don't have interns today to do this.
Yeah, Curt kept firing the interns every day, and I was like, Curt, you got to stop doing that because one day they're just going to stop coming in. That day was today. No, they're busy. They got a ton of stuff going on. We love all the help that we get. If you have somebody who's maybe interested in learning radio, who's maybe interested in learning video, audio, lighting, hey, we have a great opportunity for them to learn. We have a great opportunity for them to be on the scenes and get some hands-on experience. So, yeah, if anybody wants to learn, maybe you have some kids who are interested, want to just come in and check it out, let us know, and we'll get hooked up. Again, you just email us, KHEA@KHEAradio.com. Hop in our DMs, our personal ones or the radio ones. That's cool, too. But, yeah, it's about 9 o'clock. Curt's talking weather. Does anybody remember when Curt used to do the weather around here? I do not miss that. I do not miss that. Hey, Susan, good morning. Good morning, good morning. We were talking about some chickens earlier because we were mentioning Hey from Moana. But I know Susan has some chickens. Angie has some chickens. And they've actually both given me eggs, and I've eaten them all. I love them. They're delicious. Thank you, guys. Y'all are awesome. Holly said we're going to go see the aliens in Roswell, New Mexico. My daughter said, Mommy, aliens aren't real. I said, you never know. That's true. You never know what's out there. And sometimes they, on Mars, they're like, we think we found, well, not water, but what used to be water maybe like 10,000 years ago on the planet Mars or whatever planets. And you never know. There could be like some little life form out there. We're not really sure. But if you're getting I get all my information from like TV shows, so. Hey, shout out to all the people that have given us these tacos. This is a Taco Cat. This is from Concetta from Macio's. Shout out to Macio's in Galveston. I also have this gift chip. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity when I'm going to give this away. Concetta told me, she's like, well, you can give it away or just do whatever you want with it. I was like, I'm going to use this myself, but no, I wouldn't do that. I want to make sure. Has anybody been to Macio's before? Macio's Spice down there off Market Street in Galveston. If you have, what'd you get? That's the first place I had a muffalata, I'm not sure. But it was delicious. I don't even like black olives. And then they gave me that with black olives on. I was like, this is delicious because it's just the right amount of flavors that balance themselves out. Next Friday, we are going to be in Galveston. We're going to be doing our program from Galveston. We're actually securing the place. Our hope is Maceo Spice, that we can do our show for Maceo Spice. And then we're going to go do some filming at the pier. We're going to do some filming at the pier. We're going to be giving away something that has to do with a cruise. I'm not going to give too much away, even though I just said it. But we're going to be filming for that. We're going to be on a boat talking about everything that's going on. But we got our guest in the studio. What's up, man? How's it going?
Doing good.
My name is Gardy.
Jafet.
Jafet? Yes, okay, cool. You can have a seat over here.
You're going to be in that chair. There you go.
And thank you. Thank you for joining us, man. We're excited to have you in. Talk about everything. So, you're a photographer, right?
Yes, sir.
How's that been going?
It's been going great, man. Life is good. All glory to God, for real.
That's what's up. How long you been doing photography?
I've been doing it for 2 years, 1 year and a half full time. Yes. So I started like 2 years. I just picked up a camera and then started taking photos, and man, history just started from there. And
Dang.
I've just been blessed and happy to where I am right now.
What pushed you to be able to do that full time? Is that easy to do? Like, hey, I'm a full-time photographer.
To be honest, I don't even know what pushed me. It was just one of those, like, I just don't want to do a 9-to-5 job anymore. And I was like, I am a youngster. I think I can do it. And then from there, it just ended up happening. It was really hard work. It was just a lot of pushing, a lot of grinding. Like, working my regular job, and on the weekends, I had to go emails and hit contracts and all that. And finally, I hit the Super Bowl. And from there,
You got to photograph the Super Bowl?
I had the chance to photograph the Super Bowl, and then from there I signed a contract with them, and then for a whole year, and then from there that's when all the doors just decided to open. And
Dude, share about that experience, being able to photograph the Super Bowl.
Dude,
people are like trying to kill and would die for those tickets.
Yes. Yes, it was actually pretty amazing. I couldn't believe myself that I was actually there.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, I'm actually taking photos of this. I'm not a professional compared to the rest of the people that were there. They're like amazing, and I feel really overwhelmed. I was like, wow, this is pretty intimidating, but I don't know. I just like, God, you brought me here, and I know you have something. And then from there, I did my part, and from there they loved it, and man, I'm just pretty blessed. It was just pretty awesome.
You mentioned whenever you were photographing on the weekends, you had your normal job, a day job. Like, what kind of industry was that in?
Before, in the day job, I used to work for the Houston Zoo. I was one of their photographers. And so it was like...
So it was still in the industry.
It was still in the industry, but it was not like a job that I really enjoyed too much, because if it rained, you didn't work. Or if an incident happened, you didn't work. So it was just...
Wait, what kind of incidents happen at the zoo? It's just like, hey, the gorillas got out. Put the cameras away. Stop, right?
No, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of incidents happen, and you'd be surprised how many parents drop their phones, or also even their childs in the pond.
That's happened in the pond?
In the pond. That's happened.
What is in the pond? Like, is there
just water and fishes?
Okay, good. Okay,
but
fish.
Still, it's just pretty funny. Like, I'm like,
no
why?
sharks?
Like, no sharks. But I was just like, wow, I really didn't think this would actually happen. And yeah, so
it happens.
It really does happen.
Whenever the phone goes in there, are they like, hey, the phone is gone? Like, the phone is gone, or they're like, I need that phone.
I need that phone. And they find like the Rangers. And then from there, they're just like, going crazy, or they even try to get in themselves. I'm like, no, man,
Stop.
you should stop. Like, you're gonna get yourself.
I feel like I would be me. I would jump into the
I need
pond.
it.
I need
I need the phone.
It's
I need the phone.
ruined. And Gardy's like saying like,
Let it
It's
go,
gone.
Kurt. You have insurance and
gone.
it's all backed up on the cloud. Let it go. You know, like Elsa, we were talking about Disney earlier. My
Let it go.
son actually went to the Houston Zoo yesterday on a field trip.
Nice.
There was an incident.
And that
Oh.
was.
There was an incident. Little did I know you would maybe have some inside information on this, at least from like a historical standpoint. They said everything went smooth except for one girl just got hurt and she like busted her head open on a play area, but her dad was there as a chaperone, but it was fine.
Wow.
My wife was like, yeah, she's probably gonna need stitches. So, but I could see that being an incident. Like, hey, don't take pictures that way. You know, like, kids, come on, move along. Everybody go. But there was a gorilla exhibit, right?
Yes, dude, that's pretty awesome. Have you seen it?
I saw it on Snapchat.
You should actually go there. It's pretty dope. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Yes.
She said there was one angry gorilla, and I saw him on Snap, but he was like this, you know, and he was just down, and then he was just. She said there was an elderly gentleman with the cane like there, but every time the elderly gentleman would go by, and the gorilla would like woo, run up and like
Oh,
boom, 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 boom,
wow.
boom, boom. All the other ones were chill, but for whatever reason, he wasn't getting along. But
Oh, wow, that is too funny. What we usually get over there is like on the radios. There was like lost child, and I was like, you usually get that like almost every 2 or 3 hours in the zoo.
we were talking about that yesterday. I remember back in the day when you would go to Walmart and there'd be like,
how old are
Gardy
you?
Garcia.
I'm actually 26.
26?
Yes.
Okay, I'm 33, but like as a kid, I used to be like, oh, I'm in Walmart. Hey, Mom. I'm like 6 years old. I'm going to go look at the toys, okay? And then
Yeah.
I just go look at the toys, and it was fine back in the day for whatever reason.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, and then the pager would be like, shh, Gardy, your parents are at the front waiting, and
Oh
I'm just
my
like,
God, I
oh,
hated
that's my time. I hated it too,
I hated
but
that.
I would always be like looking at the front from the Ninja Turtles at the toys, like being like, is Mom gonna call? Oh, can you just like run back to the
Run
front?
right, yeah.
Or I'd go look at the movies or something, or video games. Like, I'm going. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But times are different now.
It is. It's pretty scary, at least for me.
Yeah. So, you know, being a photographer at and with the Houston Zoo, I'm sure you have like a ton of like cool stories, but what is like your favorite animal to photograph, or what would any of them pose?
Actually, giraffes. Giraffes were my favorite animal to photograph. They actually pose too. So like if you feed them a lettuce, they'll stay there and like think as you're one of their friends, and they would just stay there and like just stay there. And then if you have hats, they will bite your hat off and they will take it off.
that's awesome.
It is pretty funny. I was like,
Would they give it back?
No, they don't. They will run away. They will run away. And I was like, that's what you tell them, ma'am. Don't wear your hats. Don't wear anything that the giraffes can grab, or else they would just like.
For me, it was penguins. I got in and got a chance to video penguins before, and that was
that is
cool.
awesome.
They don't have penguins at the
We
Houston
don't have
Zoo.
penguins. I think Austin does. I'm not too sure. No, San Antonio. No. We don't.
Kurt?
That's a lie.
Okay, Houston Zoo. That's a pretty big zoo.
It is a pretty, and it's getting bigger.
In like the zoo industry, was there talk like, hey, like you were mentioning San Antonio, Austin, or like
We're
even
the
San
top.
Diego, like who's the top zoo like in Texas?
We're at the top right
But-
now. We're at the top.
That's what's up.
Yes,
What about in the entire United States?
that I don't know.
We looked it up yesterday because I was mentioning my son going to the zoo, and it's like San Diego.
San Diego's. That's what we getting told. Like San Diego's one of the best zoos out there.
Yeah.
You can walk and you can drive, something like that. And I was just like, wow, that's just pretty cool.
I went there. So my wife, whenever she graduated from one of the programs she was in, it was a school out in San Diego, and so the graduation was there.
Oh,
And I was like, well, we're here. I've heard a lot about San Diego Zoo. Let's go. And it was a lot of fun, but I can't remember the last time I went to a normal. Like,
how much were the tickets?
I don't remember. This was like 6 years ago or
Oh, it's
so.
probably cheap. I
Yeah.
remember when the zoo was cheap. It was like $5 or $3 just to get in. Back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, back in the day. Hey, Susan said Moody Gardens has penguins.
That is true.
Would that be fun to photograph?
That'd be fun. I
Yeah.
haven't been to Moody Gardens, to be honest. I've been wanting to go, but it's just pretty expensive for me at the moment.
Yeah. Dude, that's why you just be like, hey, I'm with the Chronicle, Houston Zoo. Like, I need to take, photographs. And they'd probably just be like, right this way.
Right this way, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
talk
tough.
about you got featured. Did you want to go on the
Yeah,
FM?
let's do this right now. So we got 10 seconds. We're going to go on the FM, and we're going to talk about that the feature that was in the Chronicle and everything else. Here we go.
Awesome.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy,
And I'm Kurt.
and we have a special guest in studio. We're going to be talking about photography. talking about everything that's going on here in the Houston area, and we're excited to have you in. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Jafet Soto, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
That's what's up. You originally from here, huh?
Yes, downtown. Born and
Okay.
raised.
That's cool. And you are a photographer. You recently had some of your work featured in the Chronicle, right?
Yes, that's actually pretty awesome, to be honest. It has been first time getting featured in one of the biggest pages in Texas. So to me, that was like a big, huge accomplishment. At least for me, I actually felt like, wow.
Yeah.
I actually did.
I'm doing this.
I know. It's just freaking awesome.
Yeah. Was that one of your goals, like setting out, or is it still, early in your career where you're just like, hey, I'm gonna see what happens, or it's just like I want to be in the Chronicle, I want to be in National Geographic, or like what is the goal?
Actually, that was not one of my goals. That just happened out of nowhere. So for me, that was like such a blessing. One of my biggest goals was just to do a full-time job and not like work, like just have fun and travel and just enjoy what I'm doing. And I feel like I've gotten to that point now where now I just take photos for a living. Either it has to be houses or like just abandoned places or companies or weddings. Like now, to me, that's just more fun, and I feel like I have more freedom now. And it's just like, hey, I can actually. You want to go eat? Yeah, let's go eat. And so it's
that's
pretty
cool.
Awesome.
Because they talk about loving your job. If you love your job, you can work 100 hours a week. But at the end, is it really work? Because if it's a passion and you enjoy doing it, that's like the perfect relationship.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like I'm having fun every single day. Like I wake up, I'm like, yes, it's another day. I get to go like have fun. And before it was like, oh, I have to wake up, go to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, not today. Now it's just like every day I wake up, I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
Do you carry your gear with you all the time?
Yes. I've gotten in a habit of carrying my gear all the time because there's been incidents where people just break into cars now, or my friends have gotten their gear actually stolen. So I'm like, yeah, I'm keeping my gear everywhere I go. And then I met this dude. They were like,
what's up, guys? How's it going? I actually knocked the phone over. I'm gonna put it back. Here you go.
I had one of my friends said, if you don't carry your gear with you, then what are you photographing? And for me, that actually spoke a lot. I was like, well, that is so true. Like, I do go to a lot of places. It could be a restaurant, it could be like an apartment, and there's always something to photograph. And it might not be for like social media platforms, but it's a memory that you can hold on to, and you can look back and be like, oh, I remember this day. This was pretty fun, or this was not a fun day.
So, Kurt, you saw a tweet. Right? You saw something on Twitter.
I did. I don't know why, but one of my friends must have favorited your tweet about you being featured in the Houston Chronicle. And anything that, like, when it says Houston, when I'm scrolling through Twitter, I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to look at this. And it was cool. I looked at some of the pictures. I'm like, oh, man, we need a Houston photographer to come on our show. And you said, yeah. So that's how it came down.
Yeah. And the featured, the article that the Chronicle put out, or, your work, what was it?
It was nothing. It was abandoned buildings in Houston, Texas. I usually explore a lot of abandoned buildings outside of Texas, but since it was in Texas, it was pretty awesome just to put Houston on the map and just to show, other cities and other places that, hey, I'm just trying to show the greediness of Houston. We always see skylines, we always see like flowers, beautiful, wedding portraits, and I was like, all right, I want to bring something different. And it's not just me, but there's more people out there that do the same thing, and
they're just not as good.
No, they are good. They are good. They are good.
Was it kind of scary in those abandoned buildings? Was there ever a time where you're just like, what was that? Like, oh, what's going on?
Yes, there is moments where, because you're going to a vacant property, so you're usually gonna come across either homeless people or other people, and so you don't know what you're getting yourself to. So I think that's the journaling, and you get yourself like, oh my god, this is gonna be.
You go by yourself?
No.
Yeah.
I only been to one abandoned building by myself, and I had to go live on Instagram because I was like,
just in case
something happens, at least people know that.
Hey, y'all got my back. I'm right here. If anything happens, you need like a 360 GoPro like to your head that goes around, and it's like streamed to like 10 secure locations. Every social media platform.
Are there a bunch of places in Houston that are abandoned though? Like, is this something that we just aren't privy to, that you just know? Like, man, there's a bunch.
After we got hit with that hurricane, which, man, that was such a tragic here in Houston, we started having a lot of more abandoned buildings. But before it, there wasn't.
The featured picture in that article was of a hospital. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh my God, that hospital was insane. Yeah, I just found out the hospital just by driving. We were just driving. I was like, yo, that looks abandoned. That's how I usually do it. I was like, and then I called one of my crewmates, and they were like, hey, you want to hit this hospital? Everybody said no.
Because they're like, no, that's a little too much.
Because they don't do that. It's like, no, I don't want to go in there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So finally, I found people who were brave enough to go, and they're like, all right, let's do it. And we bought some masks at Home Depot because, abandoned buildings have asbestos and molds and black mold and all this. So we bought some masks, and luckily the door was open. We're like, oh, we got lucky. So the door was open. There was no trespassing signs. So we were like, hey, we're good. We're going in. That was like the most creepiest and most horrifying and the most smelliest abandoned building I've ever been to. I didn't even last 15 minutes in there. There was black mold right in the floor, on the sides, on the top. You can see the asbestos just flying around.
So were you like get the shot, like covering your nose, like?
Well, we had the mask, and then I told the guys like, hey guys, we're gonna go find this hospital bed, whatever, and then we're gonna leave. And so we're running in there with a flashlight. We're just running. We're not walking. We're running. Everyone's like taking turns trying to find it, because it's a big, huge hospital. And we're like, dude, this smell is disgusting. The smell was getting through our mask, and we're like, yeah, this is bad, like, because that's like instant cancer. So we're like, we don't want that.
Exactly, yeah.
So we're like,
He said instant cancer.
It's potential, like, yeah, that's the worst that could happen. Like,
so we're like, run. We finally found it. We took turns. All right, guys, y'all ready? Our shots didn't even come as good as we thought we wanted to be, but we were just more focused on like, we don't want to get cancer. We don't want to get cancer. We don't want to get cancer.
I gotta get in now.
He said instant cancer.
That's true. You're breathing in all that mold, black mold.
Black mold is really bad.
That place probably would have been flooded.
It was flooded. It was all the way to the top, so it was like gone. It was gutted, and then once we got the shots, we left. A week later, it was destroyed.
They knocked it down.
They knocked it down.
So no one will ever get those photos again.
So that's, to me, that was like, wow. I have memories that I actually was in there, and that's the experience that we had in there.
And you captured it, and that's what's so cool about photography. Y'all got video of it?
We got, small clips of videos, and then we just look back. I was like, wow, we were really dumb.
So do you do videography as well?
I do not, but I'm going to be getting into it this year. Just learning the basics, and I'm not going to promote any work until finally I feel like I'm ready to, like, put in.
Do you ever take pictures of food?
Of food?
We need tips.
With my iPhone.
With your iPhone?
That's fine. We have iPhones. Yeah, so we're good.
Tell us how we take better foodies.
I'm always like trying to get the perfect angle. So we have a taco Facebook group. We have a bunch of tacos around here. It's called Talk of Taco. So we ask people to join.
Oh, wow.
And then we want them to post pictures of their food. Tacos, anything taco related, taco memes. If they go out to eat, if they're making tacos, a restaurant, anywhere, whatever they got. So yeah, we're gonna need your iPhone photos, like from a professional, because I have a ton of taco photos in here, but I feel like they can be better.
When I changed my phone over to the new one, I made sure that I backed up my old one because I didn't want to lose all the taco pictures.
This is seriously my camera roll. I'll just give you a little peek right there, but
Wow.
Let's just say anytime that we go somewhere, I'm just like, okay, if there's tacos there, I gotta get them, because I want to have the fresh content. I want to be able to share the tacos that are going on,
Wow. Those are nice
Dang.
tacos. You got me hungry. I'm hungry now.
Yeah. So can you share a little bit more? And we talked about this before we went on 99.5 FM. We were talking on Facebook about photographing the Super Bowl. How did you get invited to that? And what was the best part and some of the experiences that you had while you were there?
I think the best part of being VIP and having the lanyard, I think that was the coolest thing ever, because you would walk in the backstage and the security would be like, oh, you got the lanyard, you can go back. So I think that for me, that was like the most coolest thing. How I got into it, I was photographing a bodybuilding competition. And then one of the CEOs was actually in the competition, and I took a photo of her, and I didn't know she was the CEO. Then she found out the photos. She looked me up. Hey, I saw your photos. I really enjoyed your work. I want you to work for us. And I was like, what?
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't even say yes, to be honest. At first, I was like,
Is real?
Is this real? Like, and I called one of my mentors, Jesse Overflow, and we came up with a contract because I didn't want to ruin myself either, because that's a huge company. So we're like, all right, let's just play it safe. From there, it was amazing, just being able to shoot the concert and be able to shoot the venues. And it was like Monday to Friday. I was constantly shooting from morning to night. And the crazy thing that we had to edit the same day, turn in all the photos the same day, and redo it again for a whole 7 days.
So, Gardy, I kind of have a funny story about shooting like at a big event before.
Did you get
Okay,
hit?
tell the story, and I'll let you know if it's funny or not.
Okay, so I got invited. My first job was I could shoot the Big Ten championship game.
It's not funny. Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
And it was the day of the game, and all of a sudden I went and bent over to pick up my camera gear. I was a videographer.
Oh,
it's a big
nice.
camera, right?
You need to teach me how to take video then.
And my pants ripped right down the middle.
Okay, this is funny. Keep going. I'm enjoying
jeans,
this.
right? And there wasn't enough time for me to get back to my hotel to change my jeans.
Like in the back? Your pants ripped in the back, or like?
Yeah, right down the back.
Wow.
And I went to go shoot video on the sidelines.
Did you know?
Oh, I knew. I heard it. I heard it, and there was nothing I could do. I was so embarrassed.
And you just were like,
just
I got to
did it.
get the job done. I got to get the job
I had to shoot video on the sidelines. So there's literally like 80,000 people watching this football game, and there's Curt with his ripped jeans right down the middle, butt crack and all. You know, like, yeah.
Did you get to see some memes? You know, I mean,
Dude, that was probably back before you would have had like a meme made of you if that happened today. Like, oh, this
Right.
Big Ten
Oh, wow.
videographer on the sideline, his pants ripped.
2012. Yeah, nah, man.
We weren't in peak meme time, you know.
No.
If this would have happened, like, you know, even last year, oh, dude, that, you would have been famous.
I will always remember that Big Ten championship game only because I was there covering it. The only time I've ever done that.
Pants
And
ripped.
two, the pants ripped.
Is that something you should do? Bring extra clothes? Do you do that on like
Yes.
just in case?
I bring extra clothes just because I go to abandoned buildings.
Amateur, Albert, right here.
Yeah,
Amateur.
rookie mistake, Curt. You know, now you learn a lesson. But I feel like even after that happening, we've been on a lot of video shoots before. I've never seen you bring an extra pair of clothes. Actually,
What?
in your car,
There's always an extra pair of clothes in
but
my
they're
car.
all dirty. It's like a closet. You know,
Oh,
he lifts it
come
up and it's just
on.
like, here's some sweaty workout clothes. You'd find something. Yeah. Right now it's 9:21. This is KHEA Radio.com, 99.5 FM. We're talking about photography. We're talking about, well, the Super Bowl, which is really cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And you mentioned also filming some bodybuilding competitions.
Photographing.
I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yeah. Photographing that as well. How was that?
That was pretty intimidating.
I see, like, there's a bunch of like ripped people.
Yes.
Dang.
I'm like short and everyone's just like so big. And they're like, who's this little kid taking photos?
Oh, man.
Man.
And they're like, oh no, he's the photographer. Oh, okay. From there, we just like,
Yeah. Were you the only photographer
I was
for
the
that
only
event?
photographer in there.
Okay.
So it was pretty intimidating. I was like, oh my God. And then I didn't want to go up to them. They're like, you need to go up to them, take photos.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, they seem so intimidating. And I was like, all right, let's do it. I'm getting paid for this.
So you photographed the Super Bowl. You photographed, these bodybuilding competitions, the abandoned buildings. You also mentioned like houses. Is that for real estate or just for like stuff you do for fun?
Oh, that's actually for real estate. Yes. That's what usually helps me pay the bills. I love it. I really do. It's just amazing because I like symmetry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like for me going to different houses, I'm like, oh, this is a pretty cool house, or this is a pretty cool symmetry. Wow, I didn't even know houses had an elevator. It's like,
Yeah.
So it's just pretty crazy. It's pretty fun.
There's a very specific style whenever it comes to real estate photography.
Yes, there is.
Is that easy for you to accomplish?
Yes, it is. They only want landscape photos, so it
Mhm.
makes it easier for me just to like photograph it. And then I don't have to edit it, so that makes it even better.
And then, yeah, you're not allowed to.
I'm not allowed to. Yes, correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know at one point there was some real estate photos they were taking. They were like, well, did you put like some kind of like touch on this? And it's like, oh, no, I want the raw photos because, I don't know. There's something weird about all that.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to ask a question. I'm
Sure.
looking up Rode microphones. When you were mentioning symmetry, I really like looking at these photos. It's gear.
Ooh.
And they put photos like this I love to see. And I'm going to show
wow, that is pretty cool.
well, you know what I'm saying? Just like a symmetry thing. So Rode makes awesome microphones like for video and other stuff. But
That is
Curt said
awesome.
he hates photos like this.
What?
I hate gear photos. Like if you're taking photos of your gear, then you're a gear person. Like you're not a. Because here's what I say. Like it doesn't
Just
matter what
pleasing.
kind of equipment that you use.
That is
It's about the
awesome.
I
creativity.
like it. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. I like that
He's
it's
like,
I
But
hate
that-
those pictures.
that
It
is
drives me
true.
nuts. And I have one. I've taken a picture of my gear before,
You know,
I
I
don't
haven't.
really.
Yeah, I
See,
haven't.
but to me, it's not about the equipment.
That is
It's
true.
about the creativity of how, because I could take a picture with my phone and take just as good a quality picture as
That's
you
correct.
could with a $3,000 camera on a tripod.
That
you
is
know,
so
like
true.
it drives me nuts that people are like, I got the best equipment. I'm gonna spend $3,000, $4,000 on a camera. I'm like, why?
That is true. And then you look at their photos and you're like, okay, this is really, you can do so much better.
But okay, so this
Kurt,
gets
who
into-
hurt you? Where's that? We need to get that hate in your
Here's
heart
the
out.
worst part about this is when I'm out and I have my gear and then someone's like filming video like on an iPad or like they shoot on an iPad. I'm like,
You're a snob.
I'm a snob.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I'm like,
He's like, "Ugh."
I don't care about the equipment. It's not about the equipment. Then I get into like my competitive mode when I'm out
Oh,
there
wow.
and I'm like, ew. Are you even a real photographer, bro?
This guy, he's funny. It's funny how people are, like human nature in general. What kind of gear do you use? Be careful, tread lightly, because
right?
you may feel some judgment.
I might like flip this table.
He's like, "Well, your gear's way better than mine," or he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's."
He always said he carried his gear on him.
It's right there.
What is it? What kind of stuff? You use?
I just upgraded to a full frame. So I have a 60 Canon with a Sigma 10 by 20 millimeter and an 85 millimeter. So it's two babies that I need, and that's all I need to make magic happen.
Nice.
He's not getting out of here without it. No, I'm just kidding. I shoot on a T3, which is
That's the camera I started with.
yeah, it's the one I've had. I've had it for 4 years. It still
Oh, I
shoots
love that
great
camera.
videos. I just bought a wide angle lens last summer.
Oh, nice.
I love wide angle. When I
love
shoot
it.
video in wide angle, it's
Oh,
great.
it's amazing.
I kind of stole it from Joe Perez of Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventure.
Shout out to Joe. We love you.
He said
He dropped a
"Man,
new
you-"
video.
He
dropped
did
a new
this
video
morning.
today. Yeah, go check
He
it out.
said, "I only shoot in wide angle lenses, and I don't shoot only in wide angle anymore because when I take food video, I want to get like the close ups.
Gotcha. Micro
But
shots.
yeah, so I get I have just a normal. I think it's 35 to no, it's 10 to 55. I think millimeter,
That's
and then I
nice.
have the wide angle lens as well.
What do you prefer?
I like wide angle when I'm shooting people. So like when I'm interviewing Gardy.
I'm a great interview, by the way.
Great interview, or when I'm filming Gardy. But then when I'm shooting like food videos, I want to have the close up.
Nice. Do you switch from food videos to wide shots and those type of?
Yeah, I take it off and put it back on. Pretty much. I need to get they make a belt where you can
Yes, they
attach a
do.
lens. I need to get one because I usually set my lens down like on a table or something, and I'm like,
Where's my lens?
Yeah, and then I'm like, where's my lens? Or like, I hope nobody takes this, kind of thing.
Like Batman, you need that utility belt.
They make them. They make them where you can carry around a lens on you. Because I have 3 lenses that I
nice.
could potentially use, but I only just use the 2. So it'd be nice because I could switch out pretty easy.
Mary Bass said, "Y'all sound like blah 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 to the normal people. Love y'all." Yeah, it happens.
We're
does.
gear junkies.
This, I feel like more than a gear junkie, Kurt is a accessory junkie. Even like when it comes to bags, like, ooh, they have this new bag where I can carry my gear, or like
Wow.
accessorize. Like I got a new backpack, I'm like, Kurt, that's a purse, and he's like, it's not a purse, it's a satchel,
satchel.
or whatever.
It's a satchel.
Yeah,
I love
fanny
I
pack.
carry my all my gear fits in a backpack. My drone, my 360
wow.
camera, everything fits in one backpack. And then the cool part about it is we took kind of that same concept when we're going mobile tomorrow. We're doing our morning show live on location.
Oh wow, where?
KHEA at Cool Cow Creamery.
Nice.
And
local ice cream place. It's
all
delicious.
of our radio
Hey.
gear fits in a backpack. So we can take this entire studio
That's
in a
impressive.
backpack.
So what we're trying to say is, next time you shoot the Super Bowl, just get those 2 extra passes. So we'll come and we'll have gear.
And get the backpack.
Yeah, we got the backpack, we got the bag. It's secured. We are in there. Let them know. Let them know. We want to come.
I'll put in a word for y'all.
Thank you, man. We need to meet people like you.
2
I love
years
it.
ago. Can I show? So
What is
can we
this?
go back? This was the abandoned photo.
Oh, okay.
So this was the
the
Houston
hospital
Chronicles article.
That's the one that it took us 15 minutes just to like go in. We found it and we left.
Wow.
It was crazy.
What room is this? Is this like a
it looks like an X-ray room.
It does look like an X-ray room.
I don't know.
I
It
don't
was like
know.
I was only in there for 15 minutes, Gardy. Like
I was more worried about my life.
And it's gone.
if you swipe all of the abandoned buildings and stuff are in there.
This reminds me of Oh my gosh. The Walking Dead or like what is this? There's a lot of there's a lot. Man, this is tough.
It's crazy.
These look really cool though.
Thank you.
There's a ton of abandoned buildings. How many buildings would you say there are that you were able to shoot in that feature?
I have hit
series?
about 20 abandoned buildings in Houston by far. It just added to 21 recently, and I just found another abandoned building just driving around, so now that would be 22. But
Look at that one.
Yeah.
They're really cool. It's almost like artwork. Is it hard to find?
Which one's that one?
It looks like it's got the chairs, like maybe it was a theater at some point.
Oh, that is my favorite one. That is my favorite one.
Where
That's
is this?
actually
A movie theater?
no. One of those acting theaters for little kids.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'll show you guys. You're watching on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, so how we got that effect, we bought some smoke bombs from like the paintball, and we popped the smoke bomb and that created the light rays from all the ceilings, and yeah, that was pretty cool.
Are you taking a picture, or is one of your friends taking a picture in the middle of it?
That is my boy J-Bun. He's actually in the frame, and I know who took the photo. Yeah, it was actually that was one of the best moments. I was like, oh, I finally got an awesome photo. I was like,
Yeah. That's cool. Right now it's 9:31. We're going to take a quick break on the FM. We're going to keep it going on Facebook. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Stay tuned. Boom.
I love this one where it's an abandoned pool and they're like pretending to jump in.
Yo.
So the water's just sitting in
Okay,
there for
so
like how long?
That one was pretty creepy. So a homeless man got us in there.
He's like, follow me. I know the way, right?
Yeah. So
Wow.
we got in. It's already demolished. We were getting in, and the homeless guy, what are you trying to do here? I'm like, I'm a photographer. I'm just trying to get photos. Oh, I know a cool spot. He opens the window for us, and then we get in through the window, and then we're like, all right, cool. And then we start hearing noises, like loud noises, and I'm that type of guy. I was like, ooh, noises. People usually run away. I was like, I'm more intrigued. I want to see what it is. So as I was going deeper, it started getting more louder. And then I opened the door and I started getting super loud. And then as I started walking down this black hallway, and from there I just saw the water and I was like, wow.
Is that something that you have done a lot, like counting on other people that you meet and be like, hey, where do I need to go?
I
Like,
don't.
No?
No, the one, I have trust issues because I don't know if they will call the cops or anything.
Yeah.
I trust the people that I'm with, and that's the only people I will just trust. Like from there, just
That makes sense.
yeah.
Or like if
Gardy.
there was somebody and they robbed,
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh
awesome.
yeah, follow me, and then they get you somewhere, and then it's
yeah,
like a
I
setup.
usually carry something with me because there's been incidents that
Yeah.
people have gotten stolen, have gotten jumped, have gotten killed.
Because you're carrying a lot of expensive gear, and your
Yes,
friends
correct.
are too.
And they know, like, oh, I can sell this in the pawn shop, so I'm gonna do something to them, and yeah, so I like to go in groups because it helps all of us keep each other's backs, and it's just pretty safe like that.
Yeah.
Can
What
you
do
talk about the piece about, obviously you're doing this legally, like you're trying to, right? He's like, I'm not gonna.
Well, as
answer
long
this.
as there's no, like you say, you look and there was no trespassing, and
yes.
like, hey, we're good to go.
Did
we're
you
good to
have
go.
a lot of people ask you that after the article was published? Like, how did you get these pictures? Like,
We did. I did have a lot of people asking me actually for locations, to be honest.
Would you give that?
I did not.
Yeah.
One, because I care about their safety, and it's funny to say, but it's like it really is because it's pretty dangerous. Like you're walking into a place where ceilings are coming down, there's snails, like anything could just come and jump in, and I don't want to be held responsible or just be like that good feeling like I'm the one who just took him there, and
Yeah.
it's just,
Why do you feel comfortable risking your own safety though?
because it's my life.
It's you. and then your friends are just like, hey, we got this.
it's
Their
like,
their
they
decision
know, they
too.
know, like Infy's the one crazy guy, like
Yeah. Has there ever been a spot where you're like, no, I'm not going to do it? Like you saw something and you're like, nah, I'm turning away. Like it's just not worth it.
There has, but I still went for it.
You did.
Yes, I
Yeah.
still went for it. Even just being so scared, my legs are like shaking. I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. And next thing you know, I think it's just a fear. It's all in your mind. Because if you tell yourself everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And because it calms your nerves, it calms your mind, so you're more calm and relaxed, and you're able to focus and to see around near you, and you're like,
Do you have any tips for how to be able to calm your nerves, or if you're in that situation? I've heard some, but
if you're scared of just running and getting chased, don't do it. Like, don't do it. But if you're one of those adrenaline junkies, just be safe and just breathe out. Like, breathe and breathe out. Like just calm and then just do it. Like,
I've always heard like eating food or like chewing gum, like psychologically, it like if you're nervous speaking in front of people, that if you chew gum,
oh, wow.
that it'll tell your mind like, hey, I'm eating, everything's okay, like kind of like calm down.
Oh, wow.
And that's like a speaker like tip and hint or something. So, but I know in some of those places, like in that old moldy warehouse, you'd be like, I'm not about to like eat a snack. Like you take out like a Snickers bar and you're
Yeah,
just
and then
like,
you're taking out the mask, you're already inhaling.
yeah, and just be like, just like throw up.
Yeah, that's not
But
gonna
also,
happen.
like, I'm pretty sure like the sugar or like carbs or something like that would probably be able to help calm you too.
Having coffee in the morning helps.
Yeah.
I love coffee.
You big caffeine person?
Big caffeine person. After college, caffeine.
Where'd you
Oh,
go to college?
I went to a Bible school. It's called Texas Bible Institute
TBI.
at TBI. Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes. Oh, you know about it.
Yeah, Birchfield
Birchfield,
Ministry.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I remember being a kid and we went there, you know, to the country camp, discovery camp,
Discovery
like
camp,
as kids.
yes.
I started going when I was about 5 years old. And then whenever I got older, I'd like try, you know, intern and do some
Intern.
stuff there.
I never did the intern. I just went for the camp, and then I skipped the intern, and I went straight to
TBI.
Yeah, TBI.
Mhm.
That's the only two chances I had.
So Kira is at TBI. So
That's in Georgetown, isn't it?
no,
In Columbus, Texas.
Columbus. That's right.
yeah,
Georgetown is like in that area. Am I wrong?
Georgetown's near Austin.
Austin, yeah.
Isn't it Columbus near?
No, it's Katy, then Columbus.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 hours away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my aunt, she went to TBI, and then you know was on staff. They have some opportunities there and ministry and stuff
It
for a
changes
long
every
time.
year. That's what I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Because before it was 2 years, now it's 1 year. You can hit everything in 1 year.
1 year, and then I think you can do like, oh, I'm gonna do the optional second year, and then
No, actually now
It
it's
is?
just 1 year.
okay.
Yeah, because first it was the optional second year. Now it's like 1 year with 2 semesters.
Well, I need to talk to Kira. Maybe they're keeping her hostage over there or something like that. Because she's just like, I'm doing.
should be done by now,
You,
right?
Kira, where have you been? What's going on? This is like we're about to be on year 3, like this fall. Like, what's going on? Are you okay?
That's funny.
Yeah, but oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you went whenever you went. It was 2 years.
No, when I went, it was 1 year.
It was 1 year. Okay.
But my friend Gerardo went, and it was 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then so I thought I was gonna go for 2 years, and they're like, no, we switched it to 1 year. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And hit the 1 year. It was pretty awesome.
How was your time there?
It was such a blessing. It was really nerve wracking and really uncomfortable because I'm coming from a city like nothing but city, and that's like nothing but country and like
No cell
nothing.
service,
No
right?
cell service. There's only like 2 restaurants and like.
But a lot to photograph, right? Like a lot of empty fields. and
Back
stuff?
then I wasn't a photographer. I was actually a dancer.
What kind of
yes,
dance?
I was actually a break dancer. So
Can you still got some of the
I
moves?
still got some moves. I can get down.
Dude, that's what's up. Dude, I'm feeling that. I can see it now, and I was like, I don't want to assume, but I wouldn't be like, well, I'm ballet. I'd be like, no, you're a break dancer. You're a break dancer. I could see it.
Yeah, so I went in as a break dancer, and from there I started teaching classes at TBI.
Break dancing?
Hip hop.
Okay.
And from there, and then we started doing the camps and just doing like, you know how they have one day it's just like nothing but concerts and stuff. So yeah, we were one of the guest ones. Like, oh yeah, we're about to have some dancers coming up, and yeah, it was pretty fun.
So you've been able to use your dance and breakdancing for like ministry.
Yes. For about 4 or 5 years, I was able to do it with DJ Overflow. We used to go to a lot of schools, churches, and then outside of Texas, we would just perform and just
Do
do life
we
with them.
know DJ Overflow or is it DJ Overkill?
Overdose.
Overdose, yes. There's 2 DJs. There's DJ Overdose and DJ Overflow.
We've had DJ Overdose on our show.
Oh, awesome.
He's a cool guy. Yeah. He's been doing it for a long time. In Houston, like the culture, like hip hop, you know, even like dance, there's a whole subculture of breakdancing.
Yes. Recently now, since it's been changing. The culture has been changing. Now it's becoming more popular, and now it's more safe for people to go in. Because I know back then it was like don't be a breakdancer because you're gonna do bad and
Don't be about that life.
yeah, don't be about that life.
Don't
It's
do
gonna
it.
lead you bad. And I was like, now it's like, yeah, go ahead, go be a breakdancer. You can be on TV. And I was like, so now it's pretty entertaining. Every month they actually have breakdancing competitions at a hip hop flea market.
Okay.
So it's like vintage. So
The whole flea market's
the
like
whole
hip hop
entire,
themed.
yeah, the whole entire flea market is a hip hop theme. It's vintage. There's nothing but vintage clothes. I have taco stands and food trucks.
You speak my
I know,
language,
right?
yeah.
and then they have dance competitions. So a lot of people like going to see that because they usually see it on movies and on
Yeah.
TV, but when they get to see it in person, you're like, whoa.
You ever
like,
get the itch to step back in the circle or
Yes.
whatever you call it? Be like,
When-
"Dude, I could do that. I
they
still got
br-
it."
When they bring one of the songs that I remember, I was like, ooh. My body just starts dancing.
Whenever I was a kid, I grew up. My parents went to a Catholic church, and from Angleton. I remember they would bring in these breakdancing teams of like young kids, and I always wanted to do it. There's no way I could have done it at that. I had no training at all, but I was like, oh man, I want to do that so bad. It was so cool.
It was awesome.
It was so cool.
When I used to see those people just flying in the air, spin on their head, I was like, I want to do that. Like, I just want to feel so cool.
Yeah,
And then
we used to have a guy on staff here, and he's about my age, but he grew up in that
hip hop scene.
in that hip hop, in that culture. And if you search his dance name on YouTube, you'd find all his videos.
Awesome.
I'm like, dang, dude, you were legit. like, and he still was. He could still do it, but back then. But you got to be pretty strong to be able to do that. Control your body that way.
Yeah, you have to be. I think breakdancing is a sport.
Yeah.
A lot of people really deny that, but I think it is. You have to work out. You have to keep your stamina going. You have to go for a run because dancing, you're basically using all your body, all your energy. So, especially in competitions, we have a habit of not breathing because we're so focused on like, we need to win. So, we usually train before and, do everything that an athlete would do and then do the competition. So,
Is there enough room in here for you to do something if we could get it on camera, or no? If they're not,
probably over there.
Kurt, do you want to do the mobile? Get the mobile cam
I
and
can
see
get
if
the mobile
We'll
cam.
give you if you don't want to.
I'll
obviously
need
you
to
don't-
stretch.
One move. I'll do one move because
Do you need to stretch?
Is there any?
I'll just do one move.
He said
Let's
he's
just-
prepared. Hey, I'm prepared. What are you talking about?
Just do one move, guys. That's it.
Has breakdancing and like the dance culture, has it in any way helped you in photography?
That's a good question.
Ooh, that's a good transition.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Gardy.
Thanks, Kurt.
Good job.
The only thing, and what made me wonder that is having to be in shape, having to do the like the stamina and all that would help you be able to run away. Like if you're like in a situation, you'd be like,
Oh, that being said, yes.
meanwhile you're like doing flips and like
Dude,
all this
I
stuff
always
to get
wanted
out
to
of a
do
building,
that.
and
I
somebody
always-
else is like, hey, they're like falling down. Like, how did you do that? I'm a break dancer, and then you like flip out on your head.
I always wanted to do that, but like I said, abandoned buildings are pretty dangerous. Like you do a front flip and you land, you probably land on the wood, it
Glass.
breaks, and you're like, yeah, it's KO.
Yeah.
But I've used my jumps and my runs. I'm just like, I run and jump over a fence like a ninja, like whatcha, and then get down. So,
Yeah.
so I have used that against it, but it's pretty fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Did they-
mobile cam's ready.
Okay. Are you good to go? You
I
think
can
you
do
can
it.
try?
I can do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can go over there. So, hey, if you're watching on Facebook, you're about to get a special treat. We're going to see what we got going on here.
All right. Let's do it.
I'm excited.
Does he need music?
I want to do one move, guys.
Do the whole song.
The whole song.
He's got to clean out his pockets.
All right, guys. I'm going to get some photos. I'm actually going to get a video of this. I'm excited. I know you guys are. We're about to see. Okay. Oh, he still has it. He still has it.
What?
Dang.
That was nuts.
Only here on KHEA, behind the scenes, mobile cam. Dude, that was awesome. That's what's up.
Oh wow, I can't believe
I'm going to put that on the Instagram. When was the last time you had done that?
It's been months.
Hey, I like your shoes. I hadn't seen them.
Oh, dude, I bought these shoes not in Houston, but
281?
yeah, they're H-Town shoes, and they were selling them in outside of Dallas.
Okay.
So it was pretty interesting just to see like Houston shoes not in Houston being sold.
You know, probably because they released them in Houston, but everybody was like, "Boop, I need these," and then
Like-
Dallas people are like, they'll let them sit on the shelf, and you're like, "No,
They
y'all
were
are
just on the
fools.
shelf.
I got these."
Because they sold out in Houston, so that's why I was lucky enough to find them over there.
Here we go. We're going to go back on the FM right now. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We're going to be on till 11. We're talking about photography. Talking a little bit about dance. Breakdance.
Hey, breakdance, b-boy.
Can you go ahead and introduce yourself? How can somebody find you on social media?
Social media, Instagram, Infy, INFPHY_.
Why is it
Easiest thing.
Infy?
Infy,
Was that your breakdance name?
no, my breakdancing name was Curly Fries.
Hey, that's kind of cool, though, because I think of like a corkscrew, and it's just like, after I saw your moves over here, if y'all aren't watching on Facebook, you missed out.
Actually, I had curly hair, to be honest.
What happened?
All the way to my shoulder.
So when it gets long, your hair is curly? Because it looks
Yes,
kind
it's
of... Okay.
natural curly, yeah. It's just, what happened, I had to do a quinceañera, and
Yeah.
the lady did not like my hair. She's like, either you cut it off, or you don't get paid. I was like,
I need to get...
I was like, I need to get paid.
need to get paid. Man.
Dang, somebody actually told you that?
Yes. And ever since then, I haven't grown it back.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that was the
I would have been like, I don't need you.
Take me as I am. You got served.
Right.
You're like, you're out. Do they have like dancing or like specifically breakdancing movies or documentaries that are pretty, I guess, accurate?
accurate. Yes. They're old school that a lot of people, I don't know if they know. It's called Breaking
Okay.
or Breaking 2. They're like movies from like the 80s and 90s, like way back.
Is it like a film or a documentary?
It's a film. They actually really show like the real thing of breaking. Also, You Got Surf.
Mhm.
That one actually did show also like the authentic, the real, like this is what actually a b-boy is, not what you see on the movies like Step Up and
Yeah.
like. But even though Step Up is, I love those movies. Like it's just amazing.
Yeah, so you mentioned breakdancing and then also instructing and actually doing ministry through hip hop dancing as well. Is there any other kind of stuff that you touch on when it comes to dance?
No, just
Two-step?
to.
Kurt, what is the one, like one of those, the line dancing, the country stuff? And he's like, oh, yeah, I got this. We were somewhere the other day. It was Chef's Table Charities was doing an event for the furloughed government workers, right?
Oh,
like
wow.
about a month ago. It was really cool. And
That's awesome.
they had a DJ out there, and he played one of the...
The songs, yeah.
What is the song? Like that everybody just knows the dance and nobody knows like who taught it, and you just grow up knowing it, and Kurt's like over here doing like a little thing, and I'm just...
You got to teach me
The
some
best
moves.
part was somebody said, he didn't learn that at Sunday school. I was like, nope.
You did not. You just grew up knowing it.
What was
It's one of those weird
Copperhead
things.
Road?
I don't know.
It's midnight.
You like step forward, step back, and Kurt's just like, yeah,
You got to teach me those moves.
Ooh, yeah, I could do that.
it's next level. Next
That is
level.
I didn't
next
learn
level.
those in Sunday school.
You should have. You should
I
have.
should.
If you would have been at TBI, maybe you could have learned some of the hip hop
breakdancing.
breakdancing. Can you share about your time instructing over there? Right.
Yes, I can share. It was pretty awesome. I was able to be a teacher, not for the first time, but I also just brought back memories and calmness. I was like, man, it feels amazing teaching again. And then just having people actually listening and wanting to learn, it just made me more want to teach and just pour out my heart even 10 times more. So it was pretty awesome. And then we had a month just to teach them a whole entire choreography. I came up with me and my friend Megan, we came up with a lot of choreography, and then from there it was like KO. Everyone was like, wow, y'all look like professionals. Y'all
Yeah.
are like people that want TV, and we're like, thank you. We
Yeah.
just took the compliments, like, yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
And then from there we felt like the cool kids, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, those are the breakdancers, those are the dancers, that's the hip hop.
Yeah. So going from the dance, how did you make that transition to get that first camera? You know, how did that journey go?
I fractured my knee. So that's when my career got ended.
Mm.
And then from there, I went to depressed mode. And I was really depressed for a year or two. Just didn't know what to do with life. I mean, I was working a 9-to-5 job because that was it to pay the bills. And then that's actually when I actually fully like came to meeting the Lord from there. I got healed physically. God's just like, and from there I saw my first miracle it was just amazing. And when I saw the first miracle, I was like, wow, God is real. And I mean, I've heard of God, but when it's in firsthand for me, was like this is real.
You pulled the depression out of your life and just
like,
touching
pulled
you.
the depression out of my life. My fracture knee went back to normal.
Wow.
It's all on the TBI. It happened at TBI, so it's all on the, you know how they do nationals, and it was all like everybody was seeing it. It happened in front of like 5,000 students, so everybody got to witness that miracle and that experience. And I was like the one crying. I'm like, I'm
what's
healed.
happening?
I'm healed. I'm
Yeah.
healed. I was running around the whole entire sanctuary like,
Wow.
my knees don't hurt. My knees don't hurt. And they were like, can you dance? Like, yeah, I can dance. And I was really confident. I started dancing, like going full out, and I got up, no pain after that, like none. And I haven't had pain ever since then. And from there, I was like, well, I'm gonna get back into dancing, and it wasn't the same. It really wasn't. I didn't feel like that spark, that thing. So I was like, God, is there something else you want me to do? And he's like, just buy a camera. I was like, all right. I bought a camera, and
Was it the Canon?
it was the Canon. It was the 3. Yeah, it was the Canon, the 3. Yeah.
Kurt's like, yeah, it was.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, it
He's
was.
like, I'm in the right path now.
That 6 is next, right?
That 6 is next. Yeah. And so I got the camera, and I started taking photos. That was it. It was not like a big, like, I don't have no sense of major story. I just bought a camera, started going to the city, taking photos, and I just started loving it. And next, you know, someone's like, hey, you should upload your photos on Instagram. That's when I downloaded the app, started uploading my photos on Instagram, and people started loving it. And I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome. I didn't think people would love my work. And from there, I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it.
Talk about how you got featured in the Chronicle then. Walk us through, like, where did that come from? Did someone be like, hey, these photos are really cool, let's feature them in the Chron, or how did that happen?
How did that happen? I have this friend. I have 2 friends that are not from Houston. One's from New York, and the other one, I can't remember where. He's from a small town that I don't know. But they have like about 3.2 million subscribers on YouTube. And they came to Houston, and they're like, and they explore. It's one is Exploring with Josh, and the other one is Rocking All Day. And they invited me, like, hey, come with us, and, you know, we'll get you exposure. And I'm really like, I really don't care about the exposure. I just care more about fellowship and having friends and just exploring, having fun. And I know the rest would just come. And next thing you know, one of the Houston Chronicle ladies was following one of them on YouTube, and they're like, we keep seeing that Misfit hoodie everywhere on the video. And they're like, they looked me up. Oh, he's actually from Houston. And so from that, I was like, oh, wow, Houston. I didn't know Houston had abandoned buildings. And then from there, they messaged me while I was eating torchy tacos. See, I think tacos are a blessing, you know.
Yeah,
Just like,
Okay, here's
The
what I'm
Lord
thinking.
food.
Here's what I'm seeing, and this may be God right now, actually. But I'm seeing like your collabs that you've done, and it led to this point. It's brought you, you know, the friends with the YouTube to Houston Chronicle. It's brought you to here. What do we got to do some collaborations whenever it comes to tacos with you?
dude, let's just
We can
do
make it happen.
Let's just do it.
Okay.
As long as
Look at
tacos
that.
are on the table, then, you know.
We got them everywhere. We got tacos on the table, tacos on the floor, tacos on my phone, tacos in my belly, you know. So, yeah, that's awesome.
The ones from the other day are still in my belly.
Hey.
He had extra cheese on there. It slows down the digestion so you can enjoy it longer.
them in there for a couple of days for a reason.
Keeps those tacos on him.
Oh
all
my
time.
gosh, this sounds so bad.
Cool.
So yeah, I was eating torchy tacos, and I got a message. Hey, Houston Chronicle wants to feature your work again. I thought it was like messing around with me.
Yeah.
It's like, they called me right away. Like 10 minutes after, when I responded back, they called me. Hey, we really wanna let's make this happen. And I was pretty scared. Not gonna lie, I was like, this is pretty big. I don't want like it was.
What were you worried about? What were you worried about exactly?
The trespassing charges.
Was it that, or just like the fact, like, hey, are people gonna like my work, or like?
No, I was more worried. I was like, I don't want cops to come to my house.
Yeah,
like,
just in case.
just in
Because as far as you know, you're trying to do it right, but you never know. There's all kinds of stuff you don't know about.
Yeah, I'm always cautious with what comes my way. It's like, if this is really gonna, I mean, yeah, it could give me publicity, but if it's gonna get me in trouble, then I'm not gonna go for it. That's a big no for me. So I stay in the good route to stay positive.
Yeah.
I'm excited because there's a bunch of. Are you taking the camera around this area today?
Yes, actually, when I was driving, there's an abandoned building around here. I don't know if y'all seen it. It's down the street going straight that one course to the freeway. It's on the right-hand side if you're going to the freeway.
There used to be one, and it was a Sussens, which used to be a Walmart before that. But after Harvey, they tore it down. And
This one's still active. I think this is a church or a mini church. Not the active church, but next to it.
Okay.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
On this corner here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Knights of Columbus.
We can let you in there. That's actually our building.
Yeah. We actually own that building.
Oh.
Yeah, but it looks like so we bought it last, maybe like a year ago, But yeah, we need to do some stuff to it.
Oh, see, I was like, oh, that looks abandoned, and I was just driving to the radio station.
Yeah, and now we own the building over here too, which actually uses storage, and we're about to tear that thing down and rebuild it again. So we can let you in there. But hey, you would probably get some great photographs in there. You would get some great photographs in there. There's all kinds of crazy stuff.
Let's do it.
And it's like there's like some like old Easter stuff. This is like what 1988 Easter. You know, like what is this?
Let's do it. Let's do it before y'all tear it down.
Funny. He's like, oh, it's our building.
Yeah.
We're like sweating over here.
No trespassing charges though. I got the keys right here. So yeah, we got a couple minutes left. Is there anything else you would like to share while you're here with us right now?
Dude, I just want to give a good shout out to my crew in Houston. You know, like those are the ones who I'm not doing it alone. Like they're doing it with me, and I don't take all the credit because we all help each other out. And for me, it's just a family thing. Like I'm not the type of person to take full credit, but for me, I'd rather be a family thing. And like if they're going up, I know they're bringing us all together.
Yeah.
And for me, that's We Own the Night HTX. That's a page that we own for Houston, so we do nothing but like rooftops, urban, and we're becoming the face of Houston now. So
I like
it's
that.
pretty cool.
I love it. And then next is tacos.
And tacos, yes.
We're trying to spread the tacos of the world. Show them that we have the best tacos ever.
So he agreed that he's going to be the official photographer and videographer for Taco Taco, right? He agreed. You heard him.
For photos, I don't know about video.
Yeah, we need a new videographer. Skirt? I was like, Kurt. Oh, no. Yeah.
But since you say you do video, photos, that's a good collab right there.
And
then
good
there's
collab.
tacos,
It would be great.
So we just need to give him the Instagram.
It's at Talk of Taco.
At Talk of Taco.
Follow us on the gram.
Maybe we could get him to be the editor of the Instagram.
Oh, I love editing.
Yeah.
I love
See?
editing.
Right now, I'm just posting all the pictures. I'm going to pull it up because it is a beautiful. And we ask people, hey, just hashtag it so we can like add your photo if y'all want to be featured or whatever. But
yeah,
we just started it not too long ago. But it's mainly just like whenever you saw my camera roll, it's just because
that's like 2 weeks old.
Yeah, so we're excited, but I'm just like, hey, every time I see a taco, like find a taco, we'll take a picture of it.
Is this actually a restaurant that y'all own, or
no? So our hope is to
one day own a restaurant. No,
that's not our hope.
Our hope is to make a sizzle reel that takes this to TV.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's we have some ideas and stuff. But
so we go to restaurants, we go to homes, we go to taco trucks,
and we listen to their stories.
Tacos.
Yeah, we listen to their stories and ask them, like, is this? Why do you do this? Why do you make tacos? Is this the best job you've ever had? Is it always easy? Is it always hard?
Did y'all get the same answers over and over and over, or is it different?
Man,
it's different. I think every time.
It's different. And some people, you got to loosen them up because they don't, they think like, oh, I'm supposed to say it's easy. And it's like, and then finally it's like, well, no, sometimes we can't pay the bills. No jokes. We've had our lights turned off, but I do this because this is my life.
Dude, that's
my
crazy.
family, and this is what we've done since forever and what we'll do. Wow. And so hearing those stories and capturing them, it's like, man, this is like my heart is just like ripped out of my chest and beating it. I was like, we got to share this.
So tacos become more of a meaning to y'all.
Yeah. And like, the whole point is like tacos are life. That's what we're trying to get them to say in their own way, and we love hearing those stories.
I did get upset last night. Somebody offered us $120,000 for Taco Taco.
It is not for sale.
No, sir, it's not for sale. And I said at least $1.3 million. And he's like, I don't have that kind of money. I'm like, well, then you can't have Taco Taco.
We'll keep it going. Hey, we're gonna take a break. Hey, thank you so much for joining us again.
No problem. Thank
How
you.
can somebody find you on social media one more time?
Follow me on Instagram, INFPHY_Enfi, and that's it. That's the only social media and platform that I have. So let's make it happen.
Sweet. We'll follow you. This has been Kickstart and KHEA Radio. Stay tuned because we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna be on till 11 a.m. on 99.5 FM, KHEARadio.com.
By the way, nobody offered us money yet.
I know.
Okay, good.
I thought you'd maybe.
That was the first time I said anything less than 1.2 million. So I'm like, it kind of sounds real, but
I'm here like, nah.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much for coming in.
No problem.
Appreciate
no problem.
it. We'll collab. I got your number.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Do some cool stuff.
Dude, your pictures look.
Sorry for I kept knocking your phone over.
Dude.
See ya. I kept knocking over the phone. I'm gonna make sure I follow you. So it's INF, you said underscore?
Yeah, INFPHY.
PHY. Gotcha. Boom. I'm going to follow you. That was from the radios. I'm going to follow you from mine too. INF. Y'all follow. Everybody pull out your phone right now. Go follow on Instagram. INF underscore PHY.
No, INFPHY underscore.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. That's you right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I put it in the wrong way and you still came up.
Oh.
So you can see some of these awesome shots. Ooh, this is cool. Is this some of your friends with the crew? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see what he was mentioning earlier, but man, those are really cool shots. Like on the rooftops, and Houston has a ton of amazing buildings and architecture. Is this you?
Yes.
Is that scary? That looks a little scary, man. You got to trust your crew and be like, "Are y'all back there? Okay, everybody step away from me. Leave me alone."
You got to trust your people.
You got to trust the people that are with you.
Right there when it comes to that.
Oh, that's a cool shot too.
Yeah, she's in the army now. But
She's a photographer as well?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. My Cubana friend.
Cubana. That's her again. Some of these churches and everything. Man, these buildings are awesome. That's what's up. You got a lot of followers too. And then we own the night underscore HTX. And is this a collab of, like, I guess, some of the different photographers?
What we do with that page, we try to feature every photographer in
Houston photographers. So
Or as long as you show like something in Houston,
yeah,
we like to feature it and give you publicity and give you.
that's cool. Kind of like us with the tacos.
Helping the community out.
Yeah, it's a community thing. So just photography in Houston. Is there like a hashtag that you can use to get featured, or you just send it?
Just just use the hashtag with the name on it.
Yeah.
And then it usually works like that.
Okay, I got you. Cool.
Or you can tag it. It doesn't matter. Any of those two.
Yeah. That's what's up. So you're gonna try and get into some buildings or go photograph. Galveston has a lot of really old buildings as well.
Very, it's beautiful.
Yeah, so Galveston would be a great spot.
It is great. They have an abandoned train station there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff in Galveston, like these old, in Houston too, I'm sure. But just if you ever wanted to get out of the element right there, head on down, man. Cool. What'd you say?
So you're still on there?
Well, still on Facebook. Yeah, just hanging out. But yeah, hey, let us know. Hey, we'll hit you up, man. And we'll talk to you soon. Let us know if there's anything you're putting out, and we'll share it too. So,
We'll make it happen.
all right, man.
And then we get some more content. I'm down for content.
Take some photos.
Yes.
Post them. Send them to us. All right, dude. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, Facebook. Hopefully y'all are doing good. We're doing good right now. It's 10:02. It's been a fun day so far. Everything's going great. We were learning about some photography, some local photographer here, but he also has a crew, and they're doing some really cool stuff. Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
My name is Gardy.
Hi, Gardy. I'm Allie.
Allie. Nice to meet you. You have a seat right there.
I've never done this before, so
Well,
I'm
you're-
close to it.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Allie. So we're going to be talking, I think, about, it's like gardens, right?
Yes, we have a garden at our church.
What church do you go to?
Are we on?
Well, we're on Facebook.
St. Christopher Episcopal Church in League City.
Okay. Where's that at?
It is, you know where the Five Corners is? 270, 2094, 518.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there, right across from Clear Creek High School, next door to Sonic. Everybody knows where Sonic is.
Yeah, we're there quite a bit because that's where, like, if you keep going down there with, like, Sloppy Nicks and Pomodoros.
Yes, and you were at Cupcake Cache.
Cupcake
You need
Cache.
to come see our garden. We're right down
We'd
the
love
street.
to.
Really?
Do y'all grow cupcakes in the garden?
No, but we can put things in cupcakes
Okay,
from
okay.
the garden.
What kind of stuff do y'all have in the garden?
We grow everything. We have an orchard. We have about 30 fruit trees, figs, citrus, pomegranate, plum, peach. We have 24 raised beds with vegetables. So right now we've got all kinds of things: radishes, carrots, tomatoes, peppers, cucumber,
That's a lot of stuff.
lettuce. Yes, we have a lot of stuff.
How much land is it? How much area do I have
We
to
have
get all
about
that?
an acre cleared.
Mm-hmm.
And we have about 4 more that are wooded that we could play with eventually down the road. But right now we have about an acre that's cleared. That
It's
we
all
can
right
work
there, right off the
on. It's right
20
behind the church.
Okay. And y'all have a ton of I guess that's quite a bit of land, especially right there, and y'all are using it for this garden. What do y'all use the produce? Where does that go?
Okay, we started this garden in 2008 as a response to food insecurity in our community. There's a lot of kids that don't have enough food at home and rely on school meals for their breakfast and lunch. So we thought, okay, we gather food for the food pantry, but can we do something different? So that's why we started growing the garden. So we spread it around. Some of it goes to food pantries. Some of it goes directly to the elementary school, League City Elementary in particular, for the kids to take home on the weekends. Some of it goes to places like Bay Area Turning Point. It's a
They're right there, too.
family crisis shelter, so that the chefs can use it to prepare meals for their guests.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes wherever it can be used right away.
Y'all do a lot with Bay Area Turning Point then?
We are just kind of reconnecting with them.
Okay. They're not too far, right?
No,
from
they're
y'all?
in Webster. They're a few miles north.
Okay. Is there I thought I saw a sign. Is there one that's close to that? There's like one in the Strip. I think is it where Pizza King is?
You might be thinking of
Anchor Point. That's what I'm thinking of. I
And
apologize.
they're also family crisis nonprofit, but they have a lot of pregnancy aid and stuff like that. So really whoever can use it right when we pick it so that it's not sitting somewhere. So I have several different contacts that I call and say, hey, I've got a carload of grapefruit. Can you use it? And so that's where we...
You know, the food banks, we love the food banks, Galveston County Food Bank. We do a ton of stuff with them, and they've been, a great resource for our community and will continue to be, Houston Food Bank too. A lot of the times it's like canned food and, that's great. But what y'all are doing is providing a fresh produce either to the food banks or to the people. And is that important to y'all? And that offers like a different health element, doesn't it?
I think it's hugely important because it's important to gather food and to share food and donate food. But nutritionally, there's so much sugar and salt, and Dr. Chop has talked about processed foods, and I don't know, what are you drinking? I don't know what's in that.
It's water.
But the kids are under huge pressure to perform with testing and all of that, and how can they do that when they don't have enough food to eat, much less something that's nutritious?
If they're hungry and then the proper nutrition. Yeah.
So I think it's helpful to send some fresh veggies and fruit and show them how to prepare it because a lot of times they don't know what to do with it.
We had a question right here. This is from Solian. She said, do y'all make homemade jam or anything with the fruit?
Yeah. I just made lemon ginger marmalade this past week with
marmalade.
Meyer.
What's the difference between marmalade? What is marmalade?
Marmalade incorporates the peel of the fruit as well. So you get kind of a little bitter with the sweet. So, yeah, we made that, and we made grapefruit marmalade.
So it's like, it looks like a jelly. You would put it on.
It's just like a jelly. It's the same consistency, but it has a little bit of the peel, like the zest in there that's candied. I didn't bring
Isn't there
any,
a song about marmalade?
Are you talking about Real Lady Marmalade?
No, it's like marmalade we're making out or something. That song.
It might as well be the Real Lady.
I don't know
There's
about
a song about it.
I don't know. I didn't bring you any. Well, you'll have to come to the garden and I'll show you how to make it.
Bill Cruz says, I volunteer with Allie, and we do make jams and jellies from the fruit we grow at the garden.
Yeah.
So
help me in the kitchen.
What's your favorite? Like, because I'm guessing there's all kinds of different stuff y'all can put together.
I mean, we make fig preserves. We do pickles. I made pickles last summer. Another one of the things we do is we have kids come out. You had Melissa Huerta on, and she's my buddy. And so she's my chef buddy. And we have occasionally a gathering that we call Together at the Table. And it's where we invite families with children to come and explore in the garden, and we kind of do a show and tell. We walk around and we sniff herbs and taste things, and I show them what everything is, and sometimes we do a planting project, sometimes we harvest something, and then we go inside, and whatever they've picked, Melly knocks out this meal that they can reproduce at home, and it gets the kids to try new things, and that's a whole lot of fun. It's free. The next one we're going to do is April 20th to celebrate Earth Day. and we're going to actually have an artist from the Houston Opera come and do a storybook opera with us out in the
Ooh,
garden.
nice.
And so
Storybook, do they like read? What is that?
they enact like a book.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be super fun.
That'll be fun. This is a question from Jewel. She said, question for the gardener. I need larger black lava rock. Can't find any in Galveston. Is there any sources that you know of that are nearby?
I don't use black lava rock, so I have no idea.
Do you know what that does, though?
Living Earth is where we order our soil and mulch from. So any landscape company should have something like that.
Some kind of source?
I don't know if she's using it for mulch or decoratively. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm sorry.
I've never had a garden. Kurt, I feel like, did you say something about your grandma having a garden?
My grandma had a garden. She still does. She has a big old garden in her back.
Did you help?
No.
Did you eat anything from the garden?
Yes. The carrots, she would do lettuce, she would have, or cabbage or whatever it was. I think she did her own onions and everything. She loves her garden. She gets mad when people are like her neighbor or whatever doesn't take care of their yard or anything because it's like, you're going to mess up my garden.
Maybe.
Well, the
it's
weeds
possible.
will blow over. And
Yeah.
they will. But I highly encourage anybody to garden, even if it's in a pot.
So Bill mentioned that he volunteers and he helps.
Mm-hmm.
What other kind of volunteering opportunities are there?
All the time we need help. We go out and garden and maintain on Fridays mornings from 9 to 11 primarily, but we need more help. It's a big space. So we have Boy Scout groups come, Girl Scout groups. We had the junior league from Galveston County come in to volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
What that looks like, it just depends on the season, but sometimes we're planting trees, sometimes we're harvesting vegetables, sometimes we're moving mulch. There's something for everybody.
Yeah.
And little kids can put a seed in the ground, and if you're not physically able to dig around and move stuff, it's you can get on Facebook and share the event or take something to the food pantry for us.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of ways to help.
If somebody is looking for like some of the resources y'all have, I think y'all said some of them y'all give to some of the people. Do y'all ask them to volunteer or no?
We don't ask anything in return. If anyone's in need, if they can contact the church, we can share a basket of whatever we have.
Okay.
They would just need to contact me at the church at St. Christopher Episcopal Church.
Okay. Awesome.
And there's a website.
What's the website?
It's stchrischurch.org, but it's ST.
Okay.
Not SAINT. It's STCHRIS church.org.
Can they just stop in as well to the office?
Sure. I mean, they could come in. The office is open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4. And they could come in and ask for help.
Mm-hmm. And you said this has been going on since, is it 2008?
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
So did y'all start with the full acre, or did it kind of go, how did that growth happen?
It's a pretty cool story. We started with a little bitty raised bed. It was probably 4 by 4 feet.
A raised bed, I'm not familiar with what that is. But
So boards,
yes.
like 2 by 8. 12 inches. You want it at least 12 inches deep. So you build a frame and put it on the surface of the grass. You don't even have to dig the grass out. And you can cover the grass with newspaper or landscape cloth, something that's water permeable. Fill it up with good quality soil, and then you can plant your plants in there. It helps with drainage. It keeps it off the grass where other weeds and critters and things could get into your garden. So it's a good way to start. You can also grow stuff in something like a cat litter tub, which is what we're doing at the school. We have a whole container garden. I'll tell you about that in a little bit.
Kurt has a cat litter tub, but it's growing something else. So,
Wow.
You just drill a hole in the bottom for drainage and put some soil in it. You need, sun, water, soil, and you can grow anything in there. So we started with a small raised bed, and my friend and I, she was the associate rector's wife at the time, and we were very excited about it, but we didn't have a clue what we were doing. So we went and bought a bunch of seeds and put them in there, and it was a grand failure. So she attended some classes at Urban Harvest in Houston, which is a nonprofit that helps people start community gardens, and came back with all this information. And so we started there. And then we asked for permission to put more of these raised beds out because we have an open space that's full sun. It's not shaded. We had access to water. And that was our former rector, Father Tom Day. He said, well, why don't we clear a little bit of the woods and you can have a little more room? And that was a big deal because we weren't prepared for that. It wasn't what we had in mind. We both had little kids at the time, but people showed up to help, and we started with one raised bed that was like 4 by 30 feet, and we just kept adding and adding and adding and adding, and then the orchard went in all at once.
Orchard would be trees? That's what I'm
fruit
thinking.
Trees, yeah.
Okay.
Those all went in 2010 all at once. So we just doubled our space all at once. It was really awesome.
Were y'all prepared for the orchard?
No, I mean, we didn't know how to do that. So we figured it out, and then we had somebody bring in some soil and kind of make some raised, it's called a berm, like a hill that's a row, so that the trees are not down in wet, soggy soil.
Yeah.
And people donated the trees. We purchased some trees, and they just kind of all went in at once. It was a big planting day.
Are these considered organic?
Yes, we grow everything organically. And what that means is we don't use any chemicals to fertilize. We use natural fertilizers. We make our own compost. If there's a pest or a bug problem, we use natural remedies instead of, bug killing sprays. We use a lot of soap and oil and vinegar and stuff like that.
That works to remove the bugs or get them out of there?
There's different recipes you can use, like soap, just soapy water, or just hand picking them off, which isn't very fun. But
it takes.
You're not putting a bunch of chemicals on the plant.
Yeah, is that important? I guess to you, whenever it comes to like your personal, like diet and nutrition, are you big on organic?
I am, because if you think about ingesting all of those, you don't know what's on your food. All those chemicals and those residues stay in your body and
you had mentioned
affect you eventually.
Hippie fertilizer would be good then. We had them in. Have you heard of hippie fertilizer?
I saw them on your show, but I hadn't.
Yeah, you only use organic like substances and stuff like that. And
yeah, we ate the black gold molasses or something.
Oh yeah, molasses
is
like it adds a lot of nutrients to
that's
the
what
soil,
he was saying.
and ants don't like it. So
he mixed it with the water or something. He said this is he takes that and he brought a big tub. He said it's like get it from a restaurant supply, mix it with the water, and pretty much he puts it on the grass and it does the trick.
It's got iron in it and all kinds of minerals and things that the plants need.
Yeah.
So it's a good natural fertilizer. Coffee grounds, actually grits, powdered dried instant grits are great on a fire ant mound.
Yeah.
Because they eat it and then they.
You had mentioned Dr. Chapa, but I do remember I've seen your name on the stream. Stream before, and so that's why I was like,
it's Mary on the stream.
Yes.
Yes, that's so my high school folks can find me.
But you go by
I go by
Allie now. Okay, it happens. So we got 2 minutes left. We're gonna go on the FM as well. Keep it going. Talk about everything. If you have any questions, maybe you want to get involved. Maybe you have a garden and you want to donate some of the food because you're looking for a good source to to get it to the right people. Maybe you could point them in the right direction.
Sure.
I see there you have a bunch of stuff.
I do have stuff.
I don't see any. I haven't seen stuff.
You haven't seen stuff. So I brought you something like a taco.
Ooh.
Sort of like a taco.
I like
heard
something.
that you guys like tacos.
And I like tacos.
So this is an Asian slaw.
Nice.
That I made for you. And
Okay.
it's got, this all came out of the garden. It's got snow peas, cabbage, carrots, cilantro, and it has a sesame ginger dressing on it.
And that's all from the garden.
This is all of that. I picked it yesterday.
It looks like a taco.
You're going to make a taco. So you're going to use this red leaf lettuce,
Oh, cool.
like a lettuce wrap, and you're going to put the slaw in here and roll it up like a little burrito.
I like it.
And
So this is from the garden too? This is red leaf lettuce?
we are growing red leaf lettuce, but it's not big enough to pick yet.
Okay.
So that was purchased from the grocery store, but it's organic.
It's pretty.
So I'm going to give you a bowl and a napkin
excited.
and a fork.
All right, thank you. Man, you came prepared.
I did. So this is the kind of thing we do with the kids. Like we show them.
Yeah. How they can eat
They
healthier.
Pick a cabbage, and then here's what you do with it when you go home. Now these are peanuts that you can
Okay.
sprinkle on top. We did not grow those.
Oh, that shot shows great. Look at that.
brought, these are fresh picked.
So we got
here's
some red leaf lettuce.
What's that?
Those are from the garden?
I picked these yesterday.
What?
And they still have the roots on them, so
I gotta take some
you would
photos
believe
of that.
me.
And I know it's
So this is cabbage,
that's
and this is something called kohlrabi. Isn't it cool? It looks like a little spaceship or something. It's in the cabbage family, so you can make a slaw out of it. And those are yours to keep.
Man, well, thank you.
I also brought, I told you I was going to bring a juice challenge.
Oh,
I brought some fresh juiced. It's a blend, and it's red beets, ginger, Meyer lemon, rainbow carrots.
what's a rainbow carrot?
It's a carrot, but it's not orange. It's purple, it's white, it's yellow, it's red.
Dr. Choppa would be
all
really
different
proud of us right now.
I wish he was here to try this.
Somebody
stuff.
tag him in this video so he can be like impressed with us. I should call him. Dr. Choppa, you need to watch right now.
I didn't bring straws. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah.
We'll chug it.
So we're talking
I don't
about,
know. You have to chug it. It's a very strong flavor.
Ooh.
It's very spicy. It's got ginger in it.
So check it out.
It's a beautiful color.
Talking about this, it's a community garden
Mm-hmm.
where you can go volunteer. It's located in League City. And if you know somebody who is maybe looking to have some fresh produce, this is a great opportunity for them to either give back or find fresh produce in their life. You know, a lot of kids in the summertime, it's a thing. Like, if they only get good meals at school, like breakfast and lunch, then what are they eating for dinner?
I have no idea. Some of them don't eat dinner.
What are they eating on the weekends? And then in summertime, are they getting nutrition? Or are they getting like a can of beans, or I don't know, just like
dry cereal or whatever they have. So it's an issue. It's a problem.
So for y'all, it's important to provide something good for them.
Oh man, my body loves this.
That'll help you get rid of those nasty tacos that are still in your body that you said were in there for 2 days.
They've only been there 2 days.
I saved them for later.
So the cat litter tubs. We have a whole entire container garden at League City Elementary School in cat litter tubs. And because they are getting a new school, their school was demolished where their habitat was. And so they are in a temporary building right now and didn't really have a space for raised beds or to grow anything in the ground because we didn't want to do anything permanent there and then have to move it. All right, I want to get your face when you taste that.
Wait, what is in this again? I'm going to take a photo.
Okay, it's red beets, gala apples,
Okay, apple's good.
ginger, lemon, and carrots and rainbow carrots.
Those things sound good.
It's spicy. It's very earthy. It has no sugar in it.
It's kind of like Main Squeeze, right? Have you ever
Yes,
been to Main
that's
Squeeze?
exactly what that is.
Okay.
But I
these.
juiced it last night in my juicer. So it came out of the ground and then it went in the
That's
juicer.
hard work to juice. I had bought a juicer like maybe about 9 years ago. And like the first time I used it, I was like, that was a lot of work. And then cleaning it, I was like,
Cleaning it is a
what did I do? I spent how much money on this?
It's pain, but the benefit is awesome. And you can also use the pulp. You can bake the pulp into muffins
This is
and
good.
like
I like it.
beets. You could put that mush into brownies and kids can't taste it.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, I like it too.
Isn't that good? So if
It
you
is good.
needed it to be a little sweeter, you could add a little maple syrup or honey or agave nectar or something like that. But it takes some getting used to, but
It has like a tang, I guess that lemon in there, but it's not too
it's
much.
probably the ginger that you're tasting. It's
Okay.
also got turmeric root in it, which is really good for inflammation.
Turmeric. I did see that on I think Main Squeeze.
Okay, I'm trying to find a picture of the containers.
This is good.
Anyway, we're growing veggies over there, snow peas, tomatoes, strawberries. We're growing strawberries in milk jugs that we cut the top off and we stapled the handle to a pallet and filled it up with soil. And we're growing strawberries in this little, upcycled pallet garden. So some of these kids have never tried what you're drinking right now. So it's fun to bring those things in from their garden and
I've never eaten food like this
How-
before.
how
make
important
a
is it-
smoothie.
Yeah.
Or like last week we made a smoothie with spinach and kale and pineapple and coconut milk, and they were like, ew, gross, because it's green. But then, can I have a s'more? Can I have some more?
Yeah.
And it's just
Ooh,
teaching them
s'mores.
and exposing
wait.
them to new things and getting them to try new things.
Yeah.
And
Is it important to introduce that to kids whenever they're young?
I think so, because the older they have like a resistance to it, or they're
Yeah.
afraid of it, and especially if you make it fun, like if they get involved in growing it, they can't wait to put it in their mouth. I mean, I've seen it over and over again. It's an awesome thing.
Yeah. When they put the work in and are the nurturing process, and that's a skill. Like, that's a lifelong skill, because I'm sure whenever y'all started in 2008, and then the expanding in 2010, you mentioned the learning process, and were you prepared for it? You said no.
No, I didn't have a clue.
And so these
I
kids
did
learning
not
it
have
young.
A clue. I mean, growing up, I maybe had a basil plant in a pot, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know anything about gardening or how to do that. And we've had a lot of help and support from the master gardeners of Galveston County and the extension office down there. And I've had friends help me, and just by being out in it and reading a lot and learning, what is a good bug and bad bug and what's wrong with this plant. And it takes just exposure to it and
They're good bugs.
being it. Oh yeah.
What is a good bug?
Pollinators, like a bee,
Is this
would
for
be
this?
a good, yeah. Pollinators, butterflies, bees that pollinate your crops. Something like an aphid is a bad bug because it sucks the juice out of the plant and will kill the plant. So just learning the difference between the two so that you don't get rid of the good one.
Yeah.
Again, it's just being exposed to it and paying attention and observing to learn. What do y'all think about that?
These are good.
I like it.
You were talking about bees.
It's feeling good on my body.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Things
I've been
moving around?
I've been sick for like 2 days with like flu-like symptoms and stuff. And so I think my body was like craving
Well,
something
the
like this.
ginger should help.
Yeah.
It'll help.
I've been doing these echinacea shots.
Yep.
Have you ever
We're actually going to grow some echinacea.
have you ever done an echinacea?
No. What does it taste like? Is it
I won't let you
herbal,
do
like
it.
an herbal extract.
It basically numbs your entire mouth.
What does it taste like?
Nastiness.
Well, put a little bit in your beet juice.
No, not
It'll
right
ruin
now.
It.
Yeah, it literally like it makes your mouth go numb and like gets rid of junk in there.
Do you just chug it, or do you
Chug
swish it around?
Swish
like,
it around and then drop it.
We got 5 seconds. I'm going to reintroduce this. Here we go. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
It's 10:26. I'm excited because it's Thursday. That means it's almost Friday and it's almost Saturday. But we got a ton of stuff going on. We were talking about photography. We're talking about Houston and just ministry, really, through breakdance, photography, and a bunch of other stuff earlier. Right now, we're going to be talking about health, gardening, maybe doing this in an organic way, which not a lot of people are. Well, I would say it's gaining more popularity. And we have a guest. We have Allie in studio. Allie, how are you doing today?
I'm awesome. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
We're glad that you're here. And you came with gifts.
I did. I brought healthy food.
Woo-wee. Can you share where this food came from and what we have in front of us?
Sure. I am the coordinator for Providence Gardens and the Giving Trees Orchard at St. Christopher Episcopal Church in League City, Texas. And the garden is an outreach ministry of the church. We donate the food that we grow, and we teach kids how to grow food. And so we have all kinds of stuff going on out there. And I brought some Asian slaw for the guys to make in red leaf lettuce wraps this morning. It's got organically grown cabbage and snow peas and carrots and cilantro, and it has a little bit of a sesame ginger dressing on it. And I brought some fresh squeezed blend of beets and ginger and lemon, all kinds of healthy snacks for these guys to
Well, it's all very
combat their
good.
taco
I love that
addiction.
she needs to come on here and just describe everything for us because we're really bad at describing things to our FM audience, but you're really good at like, this is what it is, this is what it looks like, this is what they're doing with it. It was perfect. That was perfect
Thanks.
commentary for
Well,
our
it's
FM audience.
appealing, isn't it? Pretty. It makes you want to eat it.
Oh, So good.
You didn't even have it with the peanuts, but whenever the peanuts were added, it added like a whole different element because it gave it a crunch.
Put some protein in there.
Here, maybe do some more.
Yeah, we can do some more. Here, just come around and grab it.
Oh, okay.
You got this.
I got this.
Yeah.
Be an adult.
I'm over here waiting. I'm the waiter.
But that's a great alternative to, like a flour tortilla if you're trying to introduce more veggies into a kid's diet, to just show them. And it's fun. They get to put it in there and make a little wrap like a burrito.
Yeah. And not just kids, too, but like even like me. Yeah.
It's just something new. So when we do our cooking events at the church, we show parents how to use new things and how to easily prepare them at home to share with their families.
Cool. Do you have any like a list of the places where y'all will like kind of donate some of these food? How can somebody get some of this?
Off the top of my head, League City Elementary School, Bay Area Turning Point Shelter. We have supported the Bridge.
This dude's going nuts with the peanuts over here.
In Pasadena, which is also a family crisis shelter. We've brought food to Interfaith Caring Ministries Food Pantry in Lake City, and also Lighthouse Christian Ministries in Bay Cliff. And, individuals that come that need assistance, we've shared.
We're going to have Lighthouse Christian Ministries in studio, I believe, on the 23rd. I think on the 23rd, it's a Tuesday. And we're going to be learning about what everything they have going on. But it's Jamie and Travis Powell. Travis Powell was on the board. They own the Chick-fil-A at 96 and South Shore Boulevard. And he's on the board of them. And they were sharing all the cool things that they have going on. And so y'all
they do
actually
like
donate.
A monthly community meal. And they serve, I think, 300 people or something.
And they use some of the food that y'all give to them?
We brought them grapefruit in December, and I believe they used it for that event because it was that night. So we just try to spread it around where it's not just sitting somewhere, where somebody can eat it right away.
Okay. On what day is that? So is it on the 23rd of this month, our community baby shower?
Yeah, the 23rd is a Saturday. We're doing a community baby shower with Abundant Life Christian Center. We're trying to...
Who benefits from that? I mean, where's all that stuff going to go?
It's going to go to expecting parents, expecting mothers. So we're collecting diapers, and there's a whole bunch of organizations. I think we have 10 partners already that are coming and supplying like gifts and stuff like that for expecting mothers. So if anybody.
Yeah, you can go to alcc.org or you can call the office here, 409-935-1606. There's a Facebook event. We've shared it out. We'll continue to share it out. If you don't have to be a member of the church, you don't have to be anything. All you have to be is expecting. If you are pregnant or you have a newborn, we're going to be handing out diapers. Our hope is to have like diaper bags. Dr. Chapa, he's supposed to be out here kind of just giving some, advice and just showing, hey, there's alternatives whenever you have a baby. Here's things you can do. Moms on a Mission, MOM. The Galveston County Food Bank is going to be out here as well. So they are going to have canned goods. That just in case, if anybody wants to come and take some. It's the 23rd of March. It's this month. It's a Saturday.
Well, if we have something that's ready to pick, I would love to come and bring them.
We would love that. That would be awesome.
And maybe share some baby food recipes.
Ooh, that would be
They're not
cool.
going to use them right away, but
yeah,
people, learning how to make their own baby food.
How would you do that? What do you need? Like, what kind of stuff do you need to be able to make that?
Basically, steam and puree it. So a blender and a steam basket. That's all you need to do is learn how to just mush it up.
Yeah, and the benefits for the baby would just be like having something natural, organic.
It doesn't have preservatives in it. It's not chemicals. It's grown like locally. It's fresh.
My girlfriend Naola said she used to work at a daycare. She said that people would bring their own baby food, and parents would. And she's like, it's cool. It kind of. She's like, we were eating that acai bowl the other day, and it was like, oh, it kind of looks like this.
It's just steamed and pureed stuff. And so we do that and incorporate it into things like pancakes and muffins and things for the kids. So
well, people don't even realize, like, how I don't know. How do you make baby food? I don't know. Actually, my wife, she had bought, like, a specific thing and, like, these little tubs where you can make it because she had wanted to know how to do that because that's a big deal. We eat something, we'll put something nasty in our bodies all day long. But then whenever it's your baby, I feel like it's like, okay, well, they don't have a choice. They're counting on us.
Well, no, all their filters are brand new and clean, and we don't want to contaminate them. And you don't know how a kid's going to react to a preservative or something.
Yeah.
They might be allergic. But you have to sterilize all your containers. It's a process, but it's not difficult to do.
Okay. Yeah, so the 23rd of March, we're having that community baby shower. If you want to get involved, you can get involved. If you want to go and sign up, maybe you know somebody who is pregnant, who is expecting. There's the only thing the requirement is that they are pregnant, having a baby. So just go sign up so we can make sure we get a count of how many people are going to be here, so we can make sure there is enough. But if you want to donate some diapers, if you want to donate like a newborn clothing, just hit us up. You can message us KHEA Radio on our Facebook, or KHEA at KHEAradio.com. Send us an email and we'll let you know how to get involved. So, Allie, with you doing this garden, y'all have a lot more space if y'all wanted to expand in the future. Do you know like how far ahead that is? Is there like a game plan, or are you just like doing it right now and seeing where it goes?
It's money. It's expensive to clear the land.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive to maintain. The bigger we get, the more maintenance is involved. So, looking at some grant opportunities right now. But if anybody wants to help, we need not only physical volunteers on the ground to help maintain it. We need tools. We need soil. Donations are awesome. Money's awesome. So
Yeah.
lots of ways to help.
Even if somebody had a business and they like cleared land or did like landscaping,
Yeah,
if they wanted to come and do some stuff.
underwrite or donate or sponsor, a quarter, 100 square yard patch and underwritten by so-and-so, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I love whenever people bring food in. I love it. And this is really good. The only thing is I have to deal with this guy. Yeah,
so I'm not wearing.
I look over there. I keep muting his mic, but he's like eating in the mic. And he's like,
Crunch,
and I'm
crunch,
sure y'all
crunch.
are all enjoying that. I'm trying to turn his mic off, and then he plays the quiet game.
Crunch.
Hey, there he is.
So good.
It is good.
His face. I'm so happy. I didn't hear you go, ooh, yuck, or you didn't wince when you drank the stuff.
Yeah.
No, I love this. This is great. My body I feel refreshed. I'm ready to go put some cheese in it. Like,
I love cheese. Cheese is awesome.
You had a good breakfast.
yeah, I had Lucky Charms. And
What did you eat? Oh,
Show them so they sell these at the gas station. It's like a
you should not be eating that. That is for a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Even then, I wouldn't give that to my 4-year-old. I do let them eat
read
cereal.
the ingredients on there. Like, is there anything that you can
We've
pronounce?
We've done this with Dr. Chapa
Because if
before.
you can't pronounce it, you probably shouldn't be putting it in your body.
Yeah.
Trisodium phosphate,
What is that? Do you even know what that is?
calcium carbonate,
Sounds yum.
pyrodex. Yeah, there's a bunch that I can pronounce.
You thought it was gonna say like Lucky Charms, like just on the back, like ingredients, Lucky Charms.
Contains milk and soy.
It's like
Well, milk is good.
heart, stars, rainbows.
What are those things? Sugar.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's so
Rainbows
good.
and balloons, like the whole little.
I need
gives you a
these brought
headache.
in every day, and then I would definitely eat this for breakfast.
Well, that's super easy. You shred it up, you cut it up by hand or put it in the food processor, put a little dressing on it. You could add some chicken to it if you wanted.
What do you think the peanuts did to it? It's a game changer. You didn't like them?
I thought it was just the same with peanuts and without peanuts.
It's definitely
Well, the
different.
dressing has a kind of a strong sesame profile. But
Yeah.
Oh,
Well- Right now it's 10:37. We're gonna take a quick break on the FM. Keep it going on KHEA. So let's see.
do either one
don't
of
know
y'all
what
grow
happened. All of
anything
our
at home?
cameras
Do you
froze.
have pots of anything growing at your house?
Grow. Let me see. We have plants like not food, like just my wife will do like succulents. I guess because my sister does that. She'll grow them and then she's like, here you go. And so we have plants that my wife will do.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like any vegetables or strawberries or anything like that, we don't have anything like that.
It's super. You should try it. It's
Bill
easy.
says the video froze.
It's cool to walk out your back door and have like a tomato plant there, or just some fresh herbs that you can throw into your recipes and
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Yeah. So what would be the easiest to start? Like what's the starter?
Basil's super easy to grow. up in like a coffee grinder and make a powder and season it that way, or put some fresh herbs on it, just like an alternative to what they're normally used to, like the salt and the sugar. Yeah, they taste good. Those things taste great. But,
it's not the best for you.
not good, so.
Right. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share? About anything else?
I would encourage everybody to get involved in a gardening project,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially if you have kids in elementary school. If they have a garden, see how you can help. If they don't have one, see how you can get one started. I've seen really great things happen with kids in gardening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kids that refuse to put anything green in their mouth start eating healthy, and you know, just being outside in the soil and sunshine is healthy.
That's cool.
So get off of your phone and your iPad or whatever the kids are playing with, and go outside and get some vitamin D in the sunshine, and learn about where your food comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fun to watch a kid pull a carrot out of the ground and they just are blown away.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
It's
that's
different
where
when they
came
grow
from.
it. They're involved.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, I think we just end the show today, but we appreciate everybody taking the time to tune in. We love you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we'll be posting some links and all kinds of stuff. So, all right.
Cool.
Be blessed.
Bye.